today?
Oh yeah.
I think we're
I
all
don't know. It
together.
sounds kind of hard.
I don't remember anything.
We're live. Cool beans.
Oh,
Uh, a commercial comes on for an EJ action figure, now with karate chop action. Just enough time to run to the kitchen and grab some cereal. You pull a
Aw.
fresh box from the cupboard. Witchlight sugar bombs? You don't ever remember seeing these in the store, but there's no time to worry about it. The show will be back on in about 2 commercials. Rushing back, you plop down on the couch just in time to see the last scene replaying a bit. Last time we played, you guys had come to the Witchlight Carnival. We're sort of carousing around, enjoying the carnival. Discovered that there is a kinku who has been causing issues. There was a member of the Witchlight Carnival, a hand that was supposed to be dealing with it, whose name is Pipistrello, who is apparently napping instead. After awakening Pipistrello and asking around, you went up near Silversong Lake, where the gondola swans sort of pass by, and the mermaid sings. And as she sings, the water around her dances. The fish leap out of the water. It's like, if you guys have ever seen the Bellagio Hotel out front, there's like a water show. It's time to music. It's like that. As that was happening, somebody in the crowd began to heckle them. Although it sounded like several different voices, you guys were managed to narrow it down to what appeared to be a little old man. As you began to approach him, he turned and ran, fled behind a nearby stall where there is a very tall, sort of thin man with a thin mustache and short beard, inviting people to wrestle a bunch of goblins that he has in a tub of oil. The figure of the little old man passed behind the goblin wrestling stall, and as they passed through the other side, you can see now they look like a regal, elegant woman. They see you, and you guys see them. So I think we are going to start out by having everybody roll initiative.
Rock.
Aw, yeah.
Because
Where's my initiative?
they are going to run. Yeah.
When did this happen? Congrats, Susie.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I forgot how to roll initiative.
I forgot that I could do it in roll 20 and just roll the literal dice.
You don't have any tokens on the board. It probably won't be necessary for this.
Okay. Well, it just returned like that
Yeah,
error.
me too.
It'll still roll. It'll just give you an error saying that
Oh, what's this?
that there wasn't a token selected. That's fine. Okay, anybody give above a 20?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No. 10
We barely got
or-
above a 10.
Nobody got above a 10. All right, well.
Well,
The Kinku did.
Pippi and Aya. Aya. Aya?
Alia.
I'm sorry. Alia, thanks.
Alia got a 12.
Think like Anya, but with an L.
And Pippi.
Gotcha. Anya.
11.
And then looks like Rob.
Rock.
Then Violet. Then Petra. Is that everybody?
No, EJ.
EJ, what'd you
last
get?
3.
Okay.
Rolled really
Let's go.
well.
So it's just stuck into my mouth. Can you check back there? Like it's like his teeth.
So the figure sees you guys come around toward her, and as she realizes that you are giving chase, the form of the beautiful woman shimmers, and as they lunge forward, the shimmering drops, and what you see is a black kinku with butterfly wings, because everybody's wearing butterfly wings right now, who begins to bolt off into the crowd, and I have art for them.
Kettle stream.
So she darts off into the crowd, the disguise shifting and dropping away. What's her movement speed? So she's gonna double move. Okay, and then Alia. She is now 60 feet away from you.
So I feel like Alia would know how this works, but I should ask you. If you levitate a flying creature, can it still leave?
Can it still fly? That's what you're
Yeah,
asking?
like if I tried to
Make
levitate him here, would he just like?
Make 2 checks for me. Make an Arcana check and make a Nature check.
Okay.
Kinku can't fly. And yes, they would probably still be able to propel themselves.
Okay. No, I was asking because I my brain thought the rings were real.
No, they're just the little like whenever you guys got your tickets, you also got butterfly wings. And you can
Right.
see everybody here, like guests, Witchlight Hands, even Pippi, everybody has to wear these like butterfly wings.
Okay.
They
Well, then
actually function?
I will attempt to
They don't function though.
Oh.
I will attempt to levitate. And it's a con save,
What's the
10.
range on it?
60 feet.
Okay. I got 12.
I haven't calculated her spell save DC because I haven't needed to. Shit.
Hang on, where's your character sheet?
Because that's literally the only spell I can.
It's 8 plus proficiency. Plus
The
your
character sheet will do it for you.
casting
You're a
stat.
sorcerer?
No, I'm a rogue,
sorcerer.
but
A rogue.
my race allows me to cast levitate once.
Oh, what's your, what race are you? Air Genasi?
Under Genasi, yeah.
Genasi. It'll tell you what stat to use. You can cast requiring that doesn't say. You can cast the levitate spell once with this trait, but usually it says like, oh, there it is. Constitution is your spell casting ability for this spell. So you just go con. Your spell save DC is 12. So she passes. She does not begin to levitate. You see the magic. This is the first time any of you cast a spell. Please describe.
Okay, well, I feel like it doesn't quite work the way that she thinks it will initially, because she's never actually cast it on anything else before. So, like, she, like, tries to twist her hand, and you, like, can see the starts of, like, wind swirling in the direction of this thing, but it, like, peters out and...
Sort of swirls out, but, like, it kind of peters out of you.
Yeah, kind of like how a dust devil,
continues.
like, can start to go,
Like
and then it
spins
just...
and then vanishes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she flees. It spins out and then sort of peters out before reaching her. She continues her run. That's your action. Do you want to move?
I will also run.
Cool. Can you roll a d20 for me?
Yeah. I can do that.
A 1.
Oh, my Lord.
As you begin to bolt, stepping out from between 2 of the stalls is a pair of little kids with cotton candy stuck all over their face. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw? Oh yeah, you're fine. You easily dodge around them. It does not affect your movement. So Aya runs 30 feet. Pippi!
How far are they away?
60 feet. Aren't you fast AF?
Yes.
Fast as fuck, boy.
I think because she's a.
I have a bonus thingy.
A bunny person. Like I think you have a thing that you can do.
Yeah. Can I use a bonus action before I do my regular action?
Yeah.
All right. Then I'd like to move my 30 speed, and then use my
rabbit.
My hippity hoppy.
Yeah, you jump 5 times your proficiency bonus, so you jump 10 feet as a bonus action. So a few big bounding steps, and then an extra 10 feet. That puts you at 40. Do you want to continue to try to move?
And I think I want to bound forward and then try casting this fog cloud.
You're gonna summon a cloud of fog in front of them?
Yeah, I think Pippi darts over and as best as he can and pulls
Oh, also, can
some
you roll a
juggling
D20
balls
for
out.
me?
What was that?
Can you roll a D20 for me?
He juggles some balls, and then it's like a smoke bomb, so he throws that.
You could have inspiration. I love like the clown theme, and then yeah, just roll
Ooh.
for that D20. An 8. Can you make a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check for me?
I'm good at dexterity, so I'll do that one. Is that cheating?
Oh shit. Okay.
Nice.
Where?
That's what it
There's a swirl of like
Nice.
of the
I don't
cloud
even
that
have to
sort of
use my
comes
points.
around you as they see this clown like bound forward, and they think that it's like they think it's an act because you leap forward 10 feet and then begin juggling balls. They begin to circle around you, but with a quick and dexterous movement, you begin to move forward as well. So that is an will not affect your movement.
That's my turn.
And then fog cloud. You throw out one of your juggling balls. There's a smoke bomb in a 20-foot area in front of the Kinku becomes clouded. She rushes into it, but a few moments later comes out to the side. I'm gonna hamper her movement on her next turn, which brings us to Rob.
I'm going to. Oh gosh. At first, I thought I was gonna do a spell called Message to talk to them, but I'm not sure what that would accomplish. So instead, I think I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Pipistrello because they're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
I like to think
I-
I like to think that he just looks at you and is like, "You're doing a great job," and you're like, "Oh, thanks." And you just feel
Okay,
better about
Tiger.
life now.
Doing a great job, right? And so that's my bonus. That means I can give
So
you.
your action and your movement.
All right. Oh, I can't move very fast, but I'm gonna see if I can't try to hustle forward 25.
Okay. Do you? So that's just your movement. Do you want to use your action to dash as well?
Sure. Yeah, that's all I
Okay.
can really
Can,
think
can
of.
you roll a d20 for me?
Yeah. Hang on.
A 14. Actually, you're fine. Nothing gets in your way. So you
Alright.
rush forward your 50 feet, shouting out to Pippi as you go by. Violet. Little bird. Do you do the little like bird hop? You know what I'm talking about? Where they just sort of like bound forward a little bit.
Burp. Yeah, boring. Burp.
Yes. Kinku are not fey creatures, no. I think the Feywild. No, you're in the carnival. Sure. Yeah, can you roll a d20 for me? $17, no complications. So you rush forward 60 feet. Petra. Actually, that brings you right up next to them. So you rush down, intercept. Like they come out sort of in an odd angle out of the fog cloud, and you see them coming out like going the wrong way, like rushing toward one of the stalls, and you rush toward that same stall. So, Petra.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll just run. There's not a whole bunch of stuff I can do really.
Okay. So you're gonna try to run 60 feet.
Yeah,
Can you roll a d20 for me?
I can do that.
Ooh, 4. Can you make an acrobatics check for me? Someone pushes as you go running forward, somebody pushes a cart full of donuts in front of you.
Go for.
So you're gonna move 30
Oh.
feet as you stumble forward. The cart full of donuts comes like rolling out in front of you, and there's that awkward moment where you do the little like which way are you gonna go dance with the witchlight hand pushing the cart. You manage to rush around, but you don't get your full movement. EJ, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
There you
Yeah, EJ's just going to run as well, seeing as I can't do anything close range.
Roll a
So 60
d20
feet.
for me.
1d20.
And 18, no
18.
complication. So, EJ and Violet both managed to rush up right next to the Kinko. You sort of pin her back up against the food cart. You can see she begins to look around nervously as you guys have caught her pretty quickly. She reaches into like her robes into a pouch and pulls out a long straw, like a long paper straw, and blows for it. I need EJ to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like where this is going.
She blows through it, and a cloud of purpley sprinkling dust comes out of it, and smashes into your face. As it does, little Tweety birds actually appear around your head and spin around. And sleep overcomes EJ. He just sort of gently lays down on the ground for a nap.
Oh.
Good night.
She then darts
right
away
there.
from Violet. Violet, if you want to do anything about that. Sure, make an athletics check. She's more dexterous. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I rolled a nat 20. You reach out to grab her. She dodges quickly under your arms and takes off running once again. She will move. She can't move. She'll move 15 feet away, though she's stumbling and clawing her way through the fog cloud, so that is slowing her down. She is now 75 feet away. Alia.
I guess I'll just continue to give chase.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me. 15. No impediment. So you rush up. You catch up to EJ and Violet. You see EJ laying there on the ground.
Can I use my
Actually, you could
action?
catch her if you'd rather. Do you want to run up to them, or do you want to try to catch her?
More minutes, Mom.
Okay, if I do try to catch her with the dash,
Mhm.
like, would that take an extra action?
That's your action, yeah, to dash. Or
Yeah,
you
I
could
know. That's what I'm saying.
15
Like, could
feet
I catch
behind
her and catch up to her and try and catch her in the same
No,
thing?
but you could be within 15 feet of her and still have your action, or you could run up to where EJ and Violet are.
All right, I'm gonna be super Texan, y'all. I will run after her, and can I use my action to make a lasso with the rope that I have?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can just quickly tie a knot. So you pull as you're running, pull out a rope, manage to quickly tie like a slip knot on it. May not be the best lasso, but you've got one ready to go. Pibby.
Still not pinned down yet?
Nope.
Well, I can. I'll use my 30 movement. I want to. I don't know if I need to athletics or anything, but I want to try pinning them down.
You can also add
You won't be able to catch
tackling.
them with a single move. You'll be 15. You'll be sorry. You'd be 5 feet. You'd be just behind them with 30 feet of movement.
I'll use my hop
You do
again.
that, yeah. So that's 40. So that puts you right on top of them. And
Tackle.
then, yeah, make an athletics check.
I'm very good at athletics.
Ooh, I got a 14. So you leap forward, bounding with your additional bunny hop, and they quickly dodge to one side as you go skidding back behind them. Can you roll a d20 for me?
Yeah.
Forgot to have you do that before you moved. That's okay.
Wait, no.
Whoa, that's really high.
There we go.
There goes 6. Do. 6. You keep rolling the crowd. People still think it's a show and are chasing you. Can you make another acrobatics check for me?
Yes.
Okay, you're fine. You could easily dodge out of the crowd. This is something you're used to. But people are clapping like and running along. Kids are surrounding Phoebe. They seem to think this is part of the carnival. Which brings us to
I make a little honk when I land.
Rob, it's your turn.
You know
I
what?
hope that Pippis has squeakers in his shoes.
Yeah.
Rob, they are currently the Kinku you are giving chase to is currently 25 feet away from you.
Rack. So I can catch up to him.
Mhm.
All right. Well, then I'll catch up to him.
Okay, so you come rushing up. They just dodged out of the way of Pippis.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my big old body to try to tackle him. Then.
Okay, make an athletics check.
All right. Okay. Oh, why am I like this?
Hey!
Hey.
You grab him. So it dodges out of the way, and then just Rob's looming form darts in, and you grab a hold of your wing-like arms wrapping around their form. You have a hold of them at this point. We can drop out of initiative. She kind of angrily squirms a bit, and then looks at you annoyed.
Aw.
I guess it takes a bird to catch a bird.
2 birds in a bush, eh? You should be ashamed of yourself for heckling that young lady. She was doing a good job.
Can you make a charisma? Wait, what is it? Hang on.
What?
Do advantage. Oh no, that won't work on you. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
She looks up at you, and a man, like the beak opens, but like a man's voice comes out. And she says, God, how would she put it? She says, I'm just doing what I have to do.
What do you have to do?
This is like a long pause, and then they go, this place isn't what it seems. It's not all happy and joy and there's something bad going on here, and I need to get over there to figure out what's going on over here.
Where is there, Rock?
There's a pause, and like the bird head cocks from side to side. I assume the rest of you are walking up while Rob's holding on to them. And she says, Prismere.
Prismere.
What? Where?
Prismere.
Where's that?
Is
It's
that
over there.
Is that on the map?
There?
She looks at you confused and goes, it's not here, it's over there.
Rock? Who put you up to this?
She looks at you confused, and she goes, are you not... And like she lowers her voice, you don't work for the Coven?
Who's the Coven, Rock?
The Hourglass Coven.
I think you better tell us a few things here. Come on, let's go sit down somewhere nice.
Can you make a persuasion check, Rob?
Yeah. Hopefully I can be persuasive.
Okay. She goes, yeah, okay.
Alright, good. Yeah, just calm down and collect yourself, and we can all talk about this like, Rock.
Adults.
She goes,
Yes.
okay. And she seems kind of confused. You guys wander off to one of the small stalls, one of the places that, or you could go back, I guess, to the grove where there's like tables and stuff. There are picnic tables and things scattered here, there, and about. But you pull her off to the side somewhere, and she goes, yeah, you guys want to go back to okay, so back to the gnome that was sitting in there at this point has vanished.
Wait, do we have to pay an extra ticket to go back in?
You do. You have to have your ticket punched.
I don't want to go back in.
Wow.
Let's go sit somewhere that we haven't been yet then.
Sure, there's lots of small stalls. Oh yes, you could just wake him up. I could have assumed.
Stop kicking me.
We could go.
Hmm.
We could go
Oh.
sit next to that carousel. There's like this big circle of
Wonder why
stones or
those went.
something.
Okay, let's sit with the rock.
Yeah, let's go over there. I want to know what that's about.
Yeah. When you go over there, you can see there's a fairly large line for the carousel, but the carousel is not currently moving. And there is a beautiful-looking centaur woman with like, sort of long, dark hair who is apologizing to the crowd about the carousel being down for the moment. She says that it is in need of a repair.
This thing
The
never
circle of
works.
stones.
What happened, you think?
It just never works. It's not my job to maintain it, though.
Whose job is it, right?
I have no idea. Yeah, there's some guy not doing his job. Not me, though.
Some other guy.
Another guy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the circle of stones. In the middle of the circle of stones, there is what looks like a copy, like a miniature copy of the Witchlight Carnival. You can see tents and little tiny wagons, and it's up on like a plinth and a little carousel. You can see it's encircled by minuscule wagons and candy stalls, and there's a tiny little hamster running around.
Oh.
A pixie sits cross-legged at the sort of the entrance of the tiny little realm, and he smiles and like tries to beckon you guys over.
Not right now. Later.
You're missing the best part of the carnival, and you just sort of walk by. As you find a
Wanna
sort of
go in
secluded
now.
place at the edge of the circle of stones, you can see the Kinku sort of brushes themselves off and goes, my name is Kettlestream. Where do I start?
Just start where, take your time.
Maybe you could start by explaining who this Hourglass Coven is.
Yeah, did you steal that guy's voice? The mime over by
She
the.
nods. Yeah, this is his voice. Well, I don't want to give it back. I like it.
Yeah, but he needs it.
Well, I mean, sucks for him, but why? So he can propose to his girlfriend? No, because like I'm gonna explain, and then, but first I'm gonna explain. So, years ago, I made a pact with Zybilina, and she's the Archfey who rules the domain of Prismere, which is the Feywild domain of delight. This is supposed to be her carnival, but so I don't know. Something's like something's not right with Zybilina anymore, and I can't get in touch with her. So I came here to the carnival because she made it, and I thought I could find out where she was. But like when I got here, the Mr. Witch and Mr. Light won't tell me how to get there.
Right?
And
Is
so
it?
now I'm stuck here, and I'm gonna keep messing with their carnival until they tell me how to get there. And I know they know how to get there because I heard them talking about it. I heard him, and she
Oh.
opens her. She like does this thing where she mimics. You recognize the first voice that comes out of her mouth as being Mr. Light because you saw him in the big top, and then she says in Mr. Light's voice, "Well, someone's going to find out about this, and they'll shut us down." Followed by a calm yet firm reply from a voice that Pippus would recognize as Mr. Witch. "We agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return, we stay in business. And that's what you want, right?" And then she goes, "That's all I heard, but there's an Hourglass Coven. I know that."
I wonder if
So
I've ever heard of this.
until they tell me what's going on over there, I'm gonna keep messing with things.
Okay, I'm waiting for this point when you stop sounding like a thief and a child. Because right now you're throwing a tantrum.
Wow, busting out the big guns.
Shrugs, and she's like, "Well, I'm like 12, ma'am,
Oh,
Quack.
so
and
just
I'm a
the
thief because I
then.
stole stuff. That makes sense."
Well,
So
now
I don't
you've been
understand.
telling us a lot of good things right now. Thank you. Quack. Thank you for your cooperation.
Anyway, there's something wrong in Prismere, and I don't know where Zablina is anymore, and they won't tell me what's going on, so I'm gonna ruin their shit.
Hmm.
But they
Well,
know.
I think ruining their carnival probably isn't the best way to get them to listen to you. If anything, it just makes them want to kick you out more, I think.
I mean,
If
they haven't been
anything,
able
it's
to
just
do that
making my
before
job
you guys
harder.
showed up. So she looks at you and she's, "You're the rabbit who naps all the time." Like, you're telling me, "Oh, that's why you guys can't catch me."
Well, you know what, actually? We're supposed to have, well, EJ is supposed to have dinner. EJ and Violet are supposed to have dinner with those guys. I've forgotten
I'm sure I
their
can.
names already.
Mr. Witch and Mr. Light,
Mhm.
which I'm sure we could make a request for y'all to come if y'all want. Doesn't
With the
have to be.
understanding that you return the mime's voice.
Why would I return his voice?
Because he needs it.
I need it.
I mean,
That's right. Because
what
they
did you do before you had his voice?
They mimic everything, right?
Yeah, what he said.
I mean, I think you don't understand the difference between want and need.
He's a mime. What does
Well,
he
she
need a
is a
voice for?
child.
They don't talk.
For when
He
he's
needs
not
it
a
for
mime.
love,
Not always a
okay?
mime.
I mean, I've seen him. He's always a mime.
He's always a mime now.
I mean, he was always a mime before he stole his voice. You're not making very convincing arguments. This is disruptive, which was my goal.
Have you ever heard the term that you catch more flies with honey than vinegar?
Why would
Maybe
you
they.
catch flies?
The point I'm trying
Because they're
to
annoying.
make.
Maybe. Oh, so you're saying I should bring flies into the carnival? That's not a bad idea. Just
No.
flies everywhere. It'd drive people crazy.
Well, I mean, it would, yeah, but I don't.
Hey, EJ, maybe we need to head back to Lost Property because clearly this bird has lost her mind.
Yeah, maybe we could find her
She looks at
brain
you
somewhere there.
confused. Oh, my parents are dead.
Frowny
Sounds like a-
face.
She like scratches the side of her like face with one of her talons, and she goes, so, I mean, if you want this mime's voice, like, you could trade me something for it, or
um, I
I'll
have
take one of your voices.
I have a question.
What? I mean, if you're gonna give it back after you're done.
She shrugs. Like, I don't know. I mean,
How do you feel?
it's kind of funny, like watching him stumble around.
Hmm. Well, how about we help you try to find out what's going on here?
So you figure out what's going on here, and I give back the mime's voice.
Yeah.
She stops and thinks and goes, "Well, you did catch me, and I've been doing this for like 3 days before."
Yeah, it's your choice. I mean, we're gonna try to find out
you,
either way,
Petra.
but this is very interesting.
She shrugs. Okay, you promise. You can. I make a deal with you. If you can, I'll give you the voice back, but you have to go to Prismere.
How do we go to Prismere?
I don't know.
Well, we could probably
How do you know that it even exists?
eavesdropping on
That's where
Mr.
Zablina's from.
Witch
That's where the
and
carnival's
Mr.
from.
Light.
Tra, you can't go to Prismere. You have class.
Have I heard of Prismere before?
You could make like Arcana checks.
Oh, I'm terrible at that. Oh, 17. Not bad.
Probably not, EJ. Definitely not, Violet.
Ooh,
Clearly not.
me.
Rob, you've heard of Feywild like domains before, like the Feywild's a weird place, but like it's like different archfey have their own like kingdoms carved out. These areas that they're in charge of. You may not have heard of Prismere, this realm of delight specifically, but you're definitely aware that it's like any world, it's split into chunks. Different creatures have different kingdoms. So if this Zablina person was like real into people being happy, they might have created a Feywild domain of delight. Petra, you probably know about the same.
Cool.
My concern is that we wouldn't be able to leave Prismere once we get there. I mean, how else will we get back to the carnival? It's still have stuff to find. DJ pats his stomach and just like, yes, we do.
Man, we're gonna get to the end of this trip and both of your teeth are gonna fall out.
Are you guys just gonna live entirely on sugar this whole time?
Pearly whites are immaculate. They would never fall.
I said by the end of this trip. Like Alia, like visibly, like her eyes widen and she like leans away from you.
Is your dad a dentist? What kind of enchantment is on your teeth?
Fluoride?
Is it like one of those fairy blessings where like when you're born, a fairy is like, your teeth will always be immaculate. Then they give you like a little kiss on the forehead. And then, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Mrs. Kettlestream, if we do go to Prismere, what do you want us to do when we get there?
Find out what's wrong with it. I can't go there.
Why not?
It's part of my like pact with Zablina. I'm not allowed to go.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
How did she start not acting right? You have to describe it a little bit better because we don't know her from
It's
Adam,
not that
right?
she's like not acting right. It's that I can't feel her anymore. It's like
She's
she's
not
not
answering your
there.
calls.
I don't know what that means.
You know, like when you call someone, like with your voice, you're like, yo.
Oh, like if I were to
there.
yell, like she never really answered, but like I could tell she was there when I was talking to her, and now it's like I'm talking to no one.
That's not good. That's very
She
concerning.
doesn't seem to be lying.
Why don't we just
That's not cool. Uh-oh.
why don't we just find out what the deal is? Like that you mentioned in your parroting. And no offense, Rob.
Rah, I'm taken.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean, I know
go
what the
have
deal
dinner.
is. Something bad is happening there. Like
Well,
something
no.
wrong.
The deal that the circus owners made.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go.
I
Let's
mean,
go
they wouldn't tell
eavesdrop
me.
on them.
Yeah, Rock. That's the way to get evidence. You gotta sneak up and listen, Rock.
I mean, we could also just ask them directly at dinner. That might be more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, we can try. I don't know if
Rock.
they'll listen.
Rock.
I like the stealthy approach first, seeing as they're not going to talk about it openly with some, normal carnival goers like us.
Complete strangers.
Question
Say
out of
it.
the question, how do you steal a voice?
She reaches into. She smiles, sort of. Well, Bird can't really smile. She just sort of cocks her head, and a malicious twinkle goes into her eyes. And she goes, "You'd have to ask Sabrina."
Okay. Well,
I can give it back if you agree to go to Prismere.
yeah, I guess so. Like,
Ah,
I don't know.
Well,
It sounds like
Prism.
prism,
Yeah,
like a sparkly light thingy, which is cool.
she nods.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a wonderful place, but like I said, there's something wrong. So I don't know.
Rock.
We got a deal?
Well, I can't think of anything else.
I mean, you got anything
As
better
long
to do?
as
No, not really.
Good.
Rock.
Okay. Well, I'll give him his voice back, and she starts reaching into her robes. You guys go to Prismere and fix it.
Rock.
That's not part of the. We just.
She pulls out this little doll, like made out of twigs, with a weird tuft of hair on it and a ribbon tied around its throat. She takes a deep breath. She goes, well, goodbye, voice. And she unties the ribbon.
No, to be clear, our promise was to go there and find out what's wrong, not to fix it.
In EJ's voice, she says, to be clear, promise.
well,
Can you
she's
accomplish
already
that?
held up her end of the bargain, EJ. We should at least try, right, before we give up on fixing whatever it is.
you do know that those aren't the same thing, right?
Turkish delight is delicious, apparently. So they can be the same thing. Maybe. Well, let's get going.
Rock. Rock. Well, then what do we do?
I say we spy. Yeah.
I guess that'd be me, wouldn't it?
So Pippi, you know where all of the wagons, Mr. Light, Mr. Witch, have a wagon together in the staff area, which is and it is surrounded by a wall of thorns. It will let you pass, but it will not open for people who do not work at the Witchlight Carnival.
Oh gosh.
Do we need like a badge or something?
Rock.
Is it like a magic thing, or can I just open the gate after I go in, like a security
you can bring
key?
guests in. You can bring people through.
Would they know I was the one that brought them in?
You don't think so? You don't think it's that high end?
Listen, Pippi, you're doing your job, right?
I guess,
This is
but if
part of
they
your job letting us in.
just pretend you don't know me if they ask why you're here.
Okay.
Can I let them in?
Yeah,
Through
you
the
guys
gate?
go over to the staffing area. There's no gate. It's just a tangled wall of thorns that surrounds a cluster of wagons lit by lanterns. It's dark in there. You could see a bit of the wagons are barely visible through the shade cast by this like thicket, this dome. When you get within a foot of the wall, the thorns part to form an 8-foot high, 4-foot wide, perfectly shaped doorway.
Oh. Tight security, right?
Mm,
I wonder if whoever magicked this door was an archfey.
I think
Well-
everyone here is a fae.
The carnival was made by what's her face? The name that I've already forgotten. So
Mr. Light, Mr.
Hey.
Oh, Prismere. No,
No.
Zipolina.
yeah, that.
Dahlia. Zipolinia.
Alia
Pippus,
just points
yeah.
up at the door and goes, "Arch."
you also
Oh, you
know
were making a
that,
dumb joke.
there's
I
not
get
usually
it.
anybody
I
in
get
the
it
staff
now.
area during operating hours. Like people are running around doing their jobs or or just enjoying the carnival and their time off. You do know that Burley does the occasional patrol around the outside of the wall, and there's a clown named Thaco who always hangs out by Mr. Witch and Mr. White's wagon.
know that.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to know that.
Yes.
I guess it makes sense that the guests wouldn't know that.
You also know
Um,
Burley and Thaco don't like each other.
Well, can I see anyone around me right now?
Make a
Anyone
perception check.
as I slowly point the guests that are not mine towards the direction of the tent. Perception.
These complete strangers who just snuck in here go this way.
Mm-hmm.
You could see, luckily,
Oops.
Burley. It must be somewhere else in the carnival at the moment, but you can see very quickly as you guys begin to slide in. There's the circle of wagons. There's one big glass that's just like big glass. It looks like a giant fish tank. The horses with their magically enchanted butterfly wings are out on pickets, like munching away at grass. But you could see Thaco like sees you guys come walking in almost immediately. He's an older clown, but he stands up and begins like walking toward the group of you.
All right. I'm gonna put the charm
He's
on.
a kind of a chunky fellow who likes to constantly puff on a bubble pipe.
Aw, Thaco, my good friend. I have guests here that are seeing Mr. Witch and Mr. Light for dinner.
Sort of looks over at the group of you and goes, "Dinner's not for a while, Pippus."
I know, but it's supposed to be special, okay? Just trust me.
We're taking a little tour, you know.
And there's a
We're
reason that you're...
VIPs, apparently, or something.
Yeah, so said Burley. There's a reason that your friends are slinking in through the door like that.
There was a hole in the fence.
Right. Well, you see, we've
Mm.
never been back here before, so we didn't want to bother anybody. Back. His squawking is too nervous.
I tell you what, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light weren't ready for you yet. But if you're here to see them early, you can all follow me closely.
All right. Well, I don't see a reason to argue with you.
That is certainly
it-
less stressful.
He motions toward one of the brightly colored wagons.
Well,
Question: did Rob manage
Making
to
me
bring
hungry.
Tinku with us?
No. She as soon as you guys like, she skitters off to go do something else. She promises to not cause trouble unless you guys fail at your task.
Okay. No, I was just asking because Rachel said that Rob wanted to keep her above in the chain.
Yeah, and
I think you wanted to like bring along to um bring him along to Prismere, but she can't go to Prismere, so.
My bad.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I picked it all up.
Yeah. 100% picked it up.
No, because I got sick to my stomach from eating 40 custards.
that was so much custard.
No, Alia beat me again.
So as you guys approach, he leads you into the circle of wagons. And one of the particularly ostentatious wagons, and bangs on the door. The door swings open, and you guys see the familiar face in Mr. Light, who you saw at the Big Top Extravaganza.
Duh.
And leaned back up against the back of the wagon is a large, sort of surly-looking gentleman, a little bit heavy set, but in a very fine suit, bald head, sort of dark gray, like almost colorless, like ashen-colored skin. He sort of looks out the wagon at you guys being followed, and he goes, "Can I help the lot of you?" And Mr. Light goes, "Oh, please, Mr. Witch, do not be so disingenuous to guests of the carnival. Can we help you?"
Yeah, we were here for dinner, but I guess we were here early. And Thaco here was just so hospitable. He said he would let us in. So
Mr. Witch reaches into his front vest pocket and pulls out a watch and clicks it open, and look, it's an elaborate golden thing with like beautifully intricately carved with what looks like on the front of it is what are the two masks? Happy one and the sad one. The two masks. What are those called?
theater masks.
Yeah, like the theater masks. Like there's a name for them, but there's one that's sad and one that's happy, and it's elaborately carved. Tragedy and comedy. Yes. He looks at it and goes, "Yes, well," clicks it close. "We haven't prepared dinner yet. Perhaps some tea."
Ooh, I love tea.
And Mr. Light goes, "Oh, yes, a joy. Tea, 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 tea." And he starts like rushing over to the little like potbelly stove and making tea. Please, please, there's a lot of you. We'll bring some chairs outside. I am so sorry. I am Mr. Light. This is my associate, Mr. Witch." And the stocky elf sort of like nods to you and tips his hat. "Apologies. Well, you see, we were quite excited to meet you," and he like chairs are brought outside. You guys make a little circle, and he's starting to get like all of you guys to sit down. And he goes, Mr. Witch sort of slowly, ploddingly makes his way out. Mr. Light begins to serve you tea, and while he's serving everyone tea, he motions toward that weather vane. It's like sitting in the carnival that you guys saw him carrying during the Big Top Extravaganza. He says, "You see that there? That's the Witchlight vein. It picks up every nuance of emotion in the carnival, and the carnival is in such a good mood, so much cheer, and I feel like part of that is because of the group of you."
Aw, that's
Yes.
sweet of you.
If the carnival was in a bad mood, I'd still try to talk to you, but then you'd be talking to Mr. Witch instead of Mr. Light. I, however, just wanted to thank you for bringing such joy to the carnival.
Aw.
You can see Burley sort of like walks around, and he does that like in piece, like the thing in video games where somebody notices you and they sort of jolt. He sort of jolts and then circles around and like finds a place to stand like just outside the circle. And he goes, "Yes, well, you've brought such joy to the carnival. We just wanted to thank you personally."
Cool.
"What brought all of you here? To the wonders
What,
of
to
our
the
carnival?"
carnival?
"Yes, of course."
Curiosity for me.
Brock, same. I've never been to the Feywild.
Oh, well, this is like a little pocket of it brought to you then. That's exciting.
Brock, yes.
We
Very
legit
different
didn't
from
know
art.
here until we saw it. Distance.
Well, I was gonna save this for dinner. Well, are we eating in a restaurant or is it like a private chef thing? Do private chefs do birthday celebrations?
Brock,
What?
birthday.
It's our birthday.
It's our birthday.
Oh, it's your
That-
birthday. Well, dearie me. And Mr. Light rushes back into the wagon for a moment, and he comes back out with these little golden tokens. With one side, there's a
Ooh.
picture of like a mug on it, and the other side, there's a picture of what looks like a steaming pot of soup. And he starts passing them out to you guys. Birthday tokens it is. Then you take these to the feasting grove, and they will give you the best cake you have ever had.
Ooh. I think I've made just enough room after I puked up all that custard.
To be clear, it's not custard cake, right?
Prismere.
No, Dutch chocolate.
Okay.
The realm. I'm sorry. Yes, it would be a delight, of course.
Smooth transition.
Pippus, how is it that you've ended up with this group of individuals then?
You know,
You just
we
picked up on their merriment. Aren't you supposed to be doing something?
I did actually.
Oh.
We did manage to catch the culprit that was running around. Everything seems to be taken care of now.
Excellent. Well, then truly, the group of you have brought much joy. I wish I had more to give than just tea and some cake.
Well, Brock,
Are we still invited back for dinner later? Whenever that is. What time is dinner, by the
Shrugs.
way?
Oh, it's after the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch, so I figured you'd come by after closing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But this is fine. This is fine. You're most welcome. You have been a joy at the carnival.
Oh, well, it's been a joy to be here. I had such a good time.
When we can think of something to to request of you, I'm sure we'll ask.
Alia
But like a wish?
eyes Rob.
Brock, there is one.
Wait, what did you ask for? No, not you, EJ. I didn't hear what he said.
I just said when we can think of what to ask you, we'll let you know.
Oh, good then. Thaco, Burley, now that we are all finished with our tea, please make sure that our friends here see their way out of the staffing area safely and unaccosted. Oh,
Rob,
I'm sorry.
Was there
Yes, Miss
something
Ray.
you wanted to ask, or was that my imagination?
Brock, I guess it would be better to discuss it over dinner, right?
All right.
Yes. Well, what? Mr. Light sort of bounces over and leans down, his head jingling with bells. Do you want to drop into the secret chat? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh.
That's very exciting, dear. Lots of people feel that way about the carnival. It's just a nice place to be. It feels homey. He shrugs. Oh, okay then. Shh, we'll keep it as Well, I'm very good at it, so I'll be very quiet.
I
Mr.
ate so much
Back up
custard.
after whispering
look
back
at
and
me
forth
now.
with Violet for a moment. Goes, well, yes. You have a few hours left before the crowning of the Witchlight Carnival. Please, or the Witchlight Monarch. Please enjoy the rest of the carnival and your cake.
Cool. Oh,
As you can
wait,
see,
before we go,
Would you say that Mr. Witch starts to reach into his pocket and pull the watch out?
uh, do you have any recommendations for cool attractions to visit?
Oh, I have several. Mr. Witch clicks open the watch, looks up at Burley and Thaco and nods, closes the watch and puts it back in his pocket. And then you see the two of them sort of start walking closer to the circle of you. He goes, the Pixie Kingdom's quite interesting. The Bubble Pop Teapot, for those of you that want to float about a bit. Also, do make a swing by the carousel if it's working.
Rock, why does it
The
always break?
Dragonfly
Rock?
rides, the Gondola Swans, or if you're the brave sort, the Mystery Mine. And like you guys have slowly been ushered up out of your seats by Burley and
Oh,
Thaco. Also,
goodbye.
Thaco, make sure Thaco is a clown of few words but many talents. Thaco, make sure you give them a balloon on the way out. And he sort of nods.
Yeah.
And they're sort of trying to like gently corral you guys away.
They're trying to very nicely say, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah.
Rock, but why does the carousel?
Also, did he just basically clatter off everything we haven't done yet?
I don't know. He's just yelling like, go do stuff. So as you guys are like, he's like, oh, you could try goblin wrestling. The fellow that runs that is quite charming. Like you hear his voice in the background as you guys are being pushed out toward the exit.
Bye-bye.
As you leave,
Goodbye.
Thaco pulls quietly. He doesn't say anything, but he pulls a series of balloons out of his like coat. Blows one up and then looks at Violet. He just has like a long balloon. He quickly ties it into a sword and then ties a ribbon to the bottom of it and then hands you the ribbon as the balloon sword like floats above your head while you're holding the ribbon. And he pulls out another balloon, blows it up, looks at Pippus.
What? What do you want me to do with this?
Looks at Alia.
Can I get a wing change?
He
I don't
shrugs
know
like
I don't know if a
what?
balloon set of wings would count.
Oh, this is how we know you have a ticket. So probably a bad idea.
Okay. No, I was just curious.
Thaco, question, Rock.
Petra, you can have mine.
Ooh.
He makes you a giraffe and hands it to you. And then he looks at Rob.
I have a giraffe now. Hooray.
Rock, do you know what's up with the carousel? Why is it always breaking?
He shrugs. He goes, go ask the woman who runs it. He makes you a horse. And then he looks at EJ.
Frowny face.
Can you make it in the shape of a belt?
He just wraps it like around your waist and twists the two ends together. And then he looks at Petra.
I want a pseudo dragon. Can you make me a pseudo dragon balloon animal?
He starts twisting and he blows up a second balloon and starts weaving them together. And after a few moments of work, he ties a little ribbon on a pseudo dragon balloon animal. And hands it to you.
Nice.
Aw.
Oh, this is the best. I'm
Wow.
going to. I don't think you need it probably, but I'm gonna put in a good word for you with Mr. Light.
Petra, I'm pretty sure they know, but
No, I know, but I'm gonna mention it anyways because I love it. It's very good.
As you guys are going out, Burley follows along behind you. Let me find Burley.
So Thaco stayed behind.
Yeah, he stays inside the like ring. You can see him heading back over toward there. He was literally sitting outside of their wagon. But Burley, the giant bugbear with the pumpkin on his head, kind of looks over at the group of you and he goes, why are you here early?
Oh, I don't know what time dinner is. They didn't tell us what time it was. They just said come to dinner.
Oh,
It's
oh,
like 6 o'clock, right?
that's it's like 4:30 ish.
Oh,
Yeah, he goes, oh, but they didn't tell me to tell you what time, so
oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
That's okay.
on you,
It's
bud.
not your fault.
Yeah, you guys know there's something weird going on, right? Hey, come over
Maybe.
here. He like ushers you over behind the big top.
Yeah. Secret meeting.
Yeah, he pulls off the jack-o'-lantern helmet with a thunk, and he goes, he has like a worried expression on his face. He goes, bad things have been happening at the carnival for a while. People and things are going missing, and he looks back over his shoulder suspiciously. He says, "My bosses, they know more than they're telling, but like they can't. What's the phrase when like, um, you want to do something but you can't do it?
Their hands are tied.
Yeah, their hands are tied. It's like somehow, but like,
Hmm.
oh, you guys seem like good eggs, and maybe you can like fix it." So Witch and Light, they're good. They're good guys, but like you're gonna need some leverage to make them like spill the beans.
Ooh, do you have something juicy for us?
He stops and thinks. He scratches his big hairy face. He goes, if you had something of theirs that was important, like, oh, like Mr. Witch's watch. If you took his watch, right, he'd do anything to get. That's a magic watch.
Ooh. But
Uh,
how would we get said watch?
You could steal it.
Hmm.
I don't
y'all.
normally condone theft, but it's not really stealing as long as you give it back.
Yeah, I see your angle.
Don't tell
Uh,
anybody I said this, by the way. Pippis,
Oh, I
I'm
won't.
looking at you. Don't.
Hmm?
This is shh, hush, hush.
No, I'm curious why you want
Okay.
to help all of a sudden. What's
I really like it here. Nobody as a bugbear who doesn't kill people and eat them, this is a good place for me. But this
Aw.
bad stuff keeps happening, so and there's like a
uh,
lot of you, and you seem, I don't know, you seem nice.
Aw.
Wait,
Uh,
can I have some
stuff.
insight?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
All
You
right.
know Burley pretty well. He's a little like, yeah, 14. He's a little dumb, but he's good-hearted. Like he's not. He reads a lot, but very slowly.
All
Like,
right.
you know what I mean? He's a good dude, and he means well, but like he's kind of a big clumsy.
Can I explain like the whole situation with the Kenku?
Oh, so she says there's like a magic place that that the carnival comes from. Okay.
Yeah.
Violet, you'd asked what kind of bad stuff. He says people and things keep going missing.
how much does Thacko overhear when sitting outside?
He's Burley has moved you guys away. Like,
No. I'm asking Burley how much does Thacko overhear because he's always sitting outside
oh,
their door.
I don't know. Thaco's like not a nice guy, so
Yeah, he
we
seems
don't
a little
talk.
sour.
Yeah, he's kind of.
I mean, to be fair, even asshats have their uses.
Yeah, he also like doesn't ever leave the wagon.
But he just
So
lives there. But
He
he's dressed all fancy,
runs.
like a
Yeah.
clown.
Well, I
I
mean,
Does he
bet he
just do that
doesn't.
makeup every
everybody
morning?
dresses fancy. Look at Pippus's big shoes and my cool hat.
That's true. Yeah,
Was
but
And all
Part
Pippus
of the
does is
doesn't
uniform.
sleep.
like entertain people. He just sits in front of the wagon.
He gave you balloons.
That is true.
was Thacko here before the bad stuff started happening?
Oh, yeah, I mean, all of us were, yeah.
The weed.
Alia leans over to Petra and says, "We might just be able to ask Thacko."
I mean, even if he was some sort of bodyguard, I don't think he would let you know, or even me.
I mean, yeah, but if he is like our lovely friend here, he also does have the carnival's best interest in mind, even if he's shit at showing it.
Burley's like shaking his head. He's like, nah, man, Thaco's just like a dick.
Noted.
If you, I mean, I'll help if I can. But you could ask, what's his name? Candlefoot? You could ask Candlefoot. He's a good egg.
All right.
Which one was Candlefoot? Who's Candlefoot?
He's
That's
the
a
one
mime.
who's the voice.
Oh, okay.
He's a good egg. He might help.
Ooh.
Oh, and you can tell us things now.
And
Yeah.
Palasha is pretty nice.
Rack, I'll bet Kindlefoot would be more willing to help us, especially after we gave him his voice back, Rack.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, I have a plan.
Ooh.
Rack?
Yeah.
Okay, so the only time Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are not together is during the Big Top Extravaganza or the crowning of the monarch, right? So like Mr. Witch doesn't really leave the wagon, he does like the money, right? So like if we could get in their wagon when it's just him there, you know, I guess Pippus could let you in. I was gonna let people in, but I guess Pippus can let you in.
I mean, you can join in if you want.
Yeah. And then you could, well, I don't want him to know that I did this. I'm afraid he'll kick me out and I live here.
Oh, okay.
So like, if you could like get in there while like during the extravaganza tomorrow or something.
Wait, it's tomorrow?
Well, I mean, the
The
one today
big
is already
top.
gone. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Or we could wait till the crowning of the monarch tonight.
Yeah, or so you do it during the crowning. But then you don't get to see the crowning. I don't know. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, what if we won, EJ?
Yeah, what if one of you guys win?
Petra, if anybody's gonna win that thing, it would be either EJ or Violet.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure it'd be
It's our
Alia.
birthday.
Yeah, I mean, you won the custard contest. I mean,
Yeah, you spread so much joy, Alia.
Yeah, people have been talking about the custard contest like a lot, and the snail race. That too. People have been talking about that a lot. That was. I've never seen anybody like I entered once, and I threw up way before you did.
I mean, it was pie.
I mean, it's cut
Honestly, don't know
so
where you put it.
thick and like
No,
creamy.
Please stop describing it.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but yeah, I gotta go back on patrol, but like if you guys see me, like I don't know, like I said, something bad's happening here. We gotta. Anyway, I gotta go. And he starts
Okay.
like wander off.
Thanks,
Uh,
Burley.
Thank you,
Alia like
Burley.
gives him 2 pats and says, "Good man."
He puts the jack-o'-lantern back on his head and starts to wander off.
Aw. What a nice man. Rack. Well, what do we do, kids?
I think we should go talk to Candlefoot.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Let's go do it.
Let's see if his voice is back, smiley face.
I will never not laugh at that.
Aw, thanks.
Oh, it's next door.
Hmm?
The giant thorn bushes?
Just want to stick your hand in there.
Make a nature check.
Need be, I can stay
19?
behind until you're ready to return.
They're big fucking thorns, like real big thorns. The wall is about 20 feet high and about 5 feet deep. You might be able to push through it, like just like push through it, but it would hurt a lot. Not that you can tell.
So how tall are they again?
It's a 20-foot tall wall. It sort of closes in like a dome,
Okay.
and then it's 5 feet deep.
Yeah, that's pretty thick. It's like
I mean,
three-
not unless everyone wants to come back in the morning. I'll just let him in through this back door.
So
I mean,
with this-
whatever part of it you walk up to, Pippus just opens for you.
Mm-hmm.
How come you can get in, Pip? Like, I know it's because you're staff, but is it like a magic thing? Like it just recognizes you? Or do
I
you
don't
need,
question
like,
it. It only does.
Oh, okay.
Rah. Right, he's still a mine, but he can talk.
Yeah, he hangs out in front of the Hall of Illusions.
Yeah.
He's the ticket puncher for the Hall of Illusions, yeah. Can you guys make a perception check for me as you go?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as you guys are moving forward, I think pretty much everybody's going to see this actually. The sun is beginning to set and like grow low, and the shadows are starting to sort of stretch long and moving about in one of the shadows for just a moment. To the corner of pretty much everybody's eye, you see this figure, this like tall, lanky, shadowy figure dressed in dark clothing with a half moon mask covering its face. As like a crescent moon. As you guys begin to look over, like quickly, like your eyes snapping over in the direction of it, it sort of steps back into the shadows and vanishes.
Spooky.
Right? Did anybody else see that, or is that just me?
Yeah. you can
Reminded me
go-
of Uncle Richie. If Uncle Richie was creepy.
Is Uncle
think it
Richie not creepy to
nature-
you, Alia?
I mean, Uncle Richie doesn't wear masks.
You believe it may be some sort of fey creature, Violet. You're not sure what. Yeah, that's why you have advantage. So that's why you get.
But yes, he is creepy.
Sure. Yeah, make a survival check for me. You go over to the area where you saw it like vanish into the shadows, and peering into the shadows, there's nothing. It dead ends. Like it's between two stalls, and it goes back a few feet, and then you can see like a wall. There is dirt and grass like here, but you see no footprints, no signs of the creature. It seems whatever it was has literally just vanished.
Hmm.
You got a 22. It's just whatever it was that was there has literally disappeared. It's vanished, and it left no trace. Nothing. Not on the footprint.
Spooky.
Rah.
Hmm.
Rah.
Hey, Petra, is there a spell that does that?
Does what?
Lets you meld into shadow, I guess.
I don't know.
And that's
Why do you
gonna
think
make
I
it
would know?
Because you're freaking going to school for it.
Yeah, well, that's not in my curriculum, okay?
That's my not so subtle way of asking you to make an Arcana check.
Oh, you want me to do actual work?
Not that you're aware of, Petra. No, there's not like a spell that like allows you to meld with shadow.
Yeah, heck if I know. I asked my brain and it says that's what it said. It said heck if I know.
Petra, I love you. But my god.
As you guys continue forward, you can see sort of sitting around on the buckboard out in front of the Hall of Illusions, the big brightly colored like hard-sided tent. It's an odd structure. You can see sitting on the buckboard, his feet dangling, still looking morose, is Candlefoot, his little feet with candles on it kicking.
Oh.
Oh, he has candles on his feet.
Yeah, he looks up at you. He looks confused.
Make mouth words.
You see him, like his mouth moves a few times, nothing comes out, and he stops. Thanks, and his mouth moves a few times, and then nothing comes out, and he goes, and like clears his throat, and then he hears the noise of him clearing his throat and startles. And then he goes, oh, that was a sound. Oh, I'm making sound. I'm making sound is coming out. Sound is it's out of from here. From
yeah,
here.
I can hear it.
You can hear it, and I can hear it, and I'm you can see like he's like pale, like sullen pale. You can see like a bit of rosy color begins to like bleed into his cheeks. And he jumps up and he goes running over toward the group of you guys, and he's like, "Oh, I can talk!" And then he just takes off running past you guys, going north.
Oh.
Hi. Oh,
Follow
wait,
that
no, we need
line.
your help.
We're back. Takes off
Ah.
running. He's gone
Wait.
for like
There he goes.
he's gone for like half an hour, and then he come full tilt running back down the alleyway, like bumping into people, like shoving people out of the way. And he's like, "Guys, I'm gonna get married.
Yeah.
Thank you so much."
Congratulations.
Nice.
I can, and you can see he has like sandy brown hair instead of black now. His face is like fully colored. His skin is no longer white. His nails are no longer that dark black color. And he goes, "I can talk, and I'm gonna
You're
get
not
married."
a mime anymore.
So I'm still, I mean, like that's my act, but I used to wear makeup. That's not the point. The point is, I could. He just hugs Petra,
Oh.
and he's like, "I'm gonna hug you," and then he goes over to EJ, and he's like, "I'm gonna hug you. You have a balloon around your waist. I'm gonna hug you anyway. If it pops, it pops." And he goes around, and he's like, "I'm gonna hug this. I'm gonna hug this bird person." And he goes through all of you guys, and he's like, "I'm gonna hug everybody.
Okay.
I can talk."
You can talk, right?
Yeah.
Your hair changed color.
Yeah, this is the color it's supposed to be.
Wow, so when they took your voice, they took everything else about you that made you you.
You shrugs. I don't know. It happened when I got sad.
Oh,
Oh, that
really
happens
great.
to me sometimes when I get sad.
Mark.
Always gray.
I'm
Huh?
always great.
I can show you guys what he looks like. Normally, also his outfit is like green, like a pixie, and he has a big like curly hat on. At some point, he seems to have picked up a basket of flowers. Like, I'll show you guys what he looks like now.
Aw,
Aw.
cute.
He's like this freckle-faced kid. He goes, "I can't. Thank you
You're welcome.
a lot.
I'd
I'd say you could go into the Hall of Illusions for free, but like, don't go in there. It's creepy.
Yeah,
Now that I can
think
talk, it's kind of hard to
haunted.
stop."
Mark. Don't get in
I know what to do. And he reaches into the basket of flowers and he pulls out a little like pinkish purpley bag of like velvet, and he just holds it out.
Ooh.
He's like, "Yeah, somebody can have that.
I'll take it.
There you go." He gives you a bag of pixie dust.
Ooh.
He's like, "That's from me to you."
Aw, thanks. I'll use it wisely.
Well,
Definitely.
Oh, I can do this too. And he starts doing like magician's tricks. like doves come out of his sleeves. He rolls them up to show there's nothing in them, and then like doves come out of. He just starts doing like sleight of hand. He makes a gold coin appear behind Alia's ear.
Aw.
Hey.
And can I try and do it back?
Sure.
What
Yeah.
kind of roll would that be?
A sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? No.
Okay, cool. He's like, nice, good. I cheat. I use magic. I just don't have to talk when I do it. So, which is good, I guess, because I couldn't talk for a while, and now I can.
We know. We actually came to talk to you.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to you.
Brack! We've got to tell you something.
Sure. Did you find the Kinku? Or he like does the thing where he did earlier. And he goes, "This is it's gonna be really hard to be a mime now."
Well,
We
you can always
did.
switch to being a clown.
Yeah, we caught the Kenku, and she said that she would give your voice back if we went to Prismere. But we don't know how to get there.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
What's
well,
a Prismere? Is that
it's
like a town? We travel a
seems-
lot.
it seems like a domain.
I'm sorry, I keep
kingdom.
interrupting you. It's just really hard to stop talking.
Brack! Rob's feathers puff out
Yeah, you-
because he loves to over-explain things, and he's getting interrupted, and he's like,
I'm-
"Rack, rack, rack,
I'm
rack,
sorry, Rob. You found the Kinku.
rack, yes, rack." And they told us that, and he pretty much just relays everything that was told to us, and why we need to talk to Mr. Light and Mr. Witch about what the heck is going on.
I mean, if anybody would know, they would know. They own the place. Like it's their carnival.
Rack, can you help us, Rack?
What's the plan?
Well, Burley said that you know about all the weird stuff that's been going on, right? People and
disappear.
things
My
get
voice got
lost
stolen.
and-
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot
that
of
is a
weird
weird
stuff.
thing.
People disappear. Stuff gets stolen. There's this creepy little girl in there with like a balloon. He points at the Hall of Illusions.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be in there.
No.
Oh,
Like it's just supposed to be fun mirrors.
she's not normally in there.
I didn't know she started showing up not too long ago, like maybe a year.
A year, Rack.
Have
Sure.
you ever tried talking to her?
No, she's wearing a pig mask.
Yeah.
I mean, I might talk to her now just to like hear myself talk, but normally no. She's a horrifying little thing.
Maybe stick with talking to your fiance rather than the creepy
Yeah,
girl.
I'm gonna marry a fucking mermaid.
That is pretty
I'm not
cool.
even gonna ask how that's gonna work.
I don't
Good for
care
you.
how it's gonna work,
Rack.
right? Like I just God,
You can find out about this, smiley
she's-
face. Rack.
she's so hot. If you could figure out a way for me to help,
Watch, Rack. Witch, Rack.
Well,
watch
so
which watch? Watch.
Witch, watch.
yeah, we
Watch.
talked to Burley, and Burley
Watch.
said, we need to steal Mr. Witch's watch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're not gonna talk to you guys. Like they won't. They probably know what's going on, but they're not gonna tell you what's going on,
Yeah, so we need some leverage.
and they won't really help you unless you have something you can. Like they're nice guys. They do a good job running the carnival, but they're gonna try to protect the carnival, and only Pippus there is like a carny, and the rest of you guys are just like random people. They're not gonna tell you guys anything.
Would they tell
Right.
Pippus?
What did they tell you?
Probably
They,
not.
they don't tell me, so they probably wouldn't tell Pippus, and I've been here longer than Pippus has.
Rack.
Mhm.
Well, who could steal it, Rack?
Who could steal the Mr. Witch's watch?
Rack, yes.
I don't know. Well, I mean, you'd have to get past Thaco, right? So, like, Thaco he's kind of a dick, but he's also like super loyal to Mr. Witch. He's always with Mr. Witch. So you'd have to deal with him somehow, and then, but Mr. Witch ever like doesn't have the watch. So you'd have to get close to Mr. Witch and then steal his watch.
Mhm.
Without him noticing.
Is there anything else precious to him that we could steal instead?
Mr.
that he wouldn't-
Witch?
Yeah.
No. I mean, Mr. Light has the weather vane, but that's big. That seems a lot harder to steal.
Yeah.
What?
Hmm.
Well, I mean, we do know that
Trusting-
Kenku.
Alia, I don't think that will work.
Kidding.
I don't think we can steal a whole person.
It would be quite difficult.
I don't know. They
Hmm.
look like, especially Mr. Witch, he looks real tough. He's like a big guy. And like,
Yeah.
I assume he can fight. I don't know. That's what he's got Burley and Thaco for.
Wouldn't
Well,
want to cause a scene.
Alia is pretty sneaky. And sneaky.
Alia's face darkens just a little bit.
I mean,
Aw.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that one.
No.
We might need to workshop that a bit, Violet.
Violet, I feel like if anybody's gonna afford it back, I would be you at this point.
Yeah.
Candlefoot says, if you guys come up with a plan and I can help, you just let me know. I
are you
am gonna
gonna-
stand here and yell at people as they go by. And he goes over to the buckboard.
Seems counterintuitive for a mime to do.
Oh, he's gonna go horse like by the end of the day. No, he's gonna go horse. Like his throat's gonna hurt from all the yelling.
No, he'll become a horse.
I mean, he turned colors. Maybe he can turn into a horse too.
You never know.
Hmm.
If wishes were horses, he'd be a horse.
Back. Well, there's one way to find out.
There's an unlimited supply here. I don't think we could bribe him with candy. In
Oh.
fact, I don't think we could bribe him to
I mean,
get away from.
you're just trying to get Thaco to leave the thing. That's real easy. He literally stood up and walked directly at us when he saw us. We might not be able to sneak up behind him, but distract
So-
him sounds like it'd be pretty easy.
Just give him the runaround.
As you guys
Yeah.
are sort of standing there talking, somebody in one of the small stalls across from you goes, "Did I hear you wanted candy?
Read
I
our
have
mind.
something better than candy.
Better than
Oh.
candy.
It's not drugs. No. Well, it's sort of like drugs. It's a euphoria cookie." And he like reaches. You see this big, sort of chunky, like chef
That sounds
Magic
pretty
looking
brownie.
dude.
Drugs.
Reaches behind him and pulls a tray of cookies, like these, those cookies you can get at the grocery store that have like too much fucking frosting on the top of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sugar
yeah.
cookies.
He puts a tray of cookies that look like that on top of them. They're sprinkled on the top with this like purpley, shimmery, glittery looking thing. He goes, "Euphoria cookies." They're about the size of like a saucer. One punch.
Ooh. So what happens if you eat a euphoria cookie?
You feel euphoric. See, what I do is the fairy dragons at the down at the stall there, I get
Mhm.
them to breathe their gas into a container and I wait for it to settle, and then I sprinkle it on cookies.
Wow.
Also, the cookies are really good. Yeah, he punches your ticket, EJ, and hands you like a big giant cookie, like with wax paper. He's like, there you go. It's a really fucking good sugar cookie, and it has like a cream cheese frosting, and like the sparkly bits on top make your mouth buzz a little bit. Like, and there's just like feeling of just like gentle happiness sort of comes over you.
Yeah. Just like my mother used to make.
My suggestion is after you eat these, if you're looking to, really get weird, go down to the mystery mine. But also, if you're not experienced with hallucinogenics, don't do that.
I'll take one, please.
Oh goodness.
Mark your punch off, Rob. He punches your ticket and hands you it and a cookie.
Oh,
Okay, I
Chase,
put the
do I
cookie
know
in
what
my pocket.
do I know what the pixie dust does?
Yeah, I mean, Pippus could tell you. He has some too. You sprinkle it on yourself, and it lets you fly for a minute. You get a flying speed of 30 feet for 1 minute.
You know, Alia, you sprinkle a little bit of this on you, you can fly over that wall of thorns while no one's looking. Go steal a pocket watch.
You could also sprinkle the pixie dust on what's his name, Bogos or whatever.
Who?
Thanos?
Taco. His name is Taco.
Yeah, that guy.
Sorry.
It's an acronym from first edition D&D, to hit an armor class of.
Oh.
Is he gonna hit us?
No, I think it's just like a clever like.
Call back.
Aw.
Well, if
Yeah,
you
call back.
sprinkle the dust on him, he won't be able to fight us.
Damn the cookie
I
rat.
don't-
If you sprinkle
know.
pixie dust on him, he'll just be able to fly while he fights you.
yeah, it seems worse.
You
I
don't
mean,
just
he might-
uncontrollably drift away like you.
He might float into the stratosphere. I don't know.
That's what I've been saying,
DJ, after you've eaten this cookie, you don't think, even if you ate a bunch of this, that it would like take you out of commission?
It might make him happy. Oh.
Like they probably give these to kids.
That's good, but not enough to take me down. Taco has a huge stomach, so.
EJ, you really shouldn't talk with your mouth full.
Oh, sorry. I forget where I am. Supplies.
Can Rob like grind up the cookie and put it in a jar and make kind of like a powder out of it? With
You're gonna give him like a shake
I mean, if you just want to like, if you just
protein
want to like,
powder.
if you just want to cram the cookie into a jar, sure. Like,
no, but I want to use it.
I'm imagining that Rob wants to like throw it
Yeah.
at him, like throw
Rob,
the dust
with
at him.
with a 6 on your medicine, you totally think this is weaponized. There's no way giving somebody something that just makes you like a little mild. Like you're like, what if we gave him like just a bunch of St. John's wort? Like,
That would be deadly.
Maybe it'll make him gassy.
Maybe he'll fart and he'll be so embarrassed he'll give us the one.
like no, but
I
with
don't
a
think that's how
natural
it
1 on your
works.
medicine check, you've weaponized this cookie. You're good to go.
Yes, right. This will be useful. I keep on accidentally double rolling. I'm sorry, but
It's fine. You just always take the number on the left.
I'm gonna go with we should probably just distract Thaco. And I can go in while he's being distracted. But that being said, if I'm caught, I'm fucked.
Well, I mean, they'll probably just toss you out of the carnival.
we can use the canker.
If I'm getting tossed, you're coming with me.
That's fine. I'll
Okay.
accept my responsibility in this.
In the meantime, Cake.
Yeah, let's go have birthday cake.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Sugars and
I actually
sweets.
was like, can I stop by and do the thing that's over here? And he's like, it's the
I
best
think I
part of
said
the
that was the
carnival.
Pixie Kingdom actually, but it's actually down here. I just looked at the wrong place on the map.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
But yeah, you guys can go to the Pixie Kingdom if you want.
I would like to stop by.
It's a little miniature carnival.
Since we're over here anyway.
Yeah. Let me hang on. Let me find it. Carnival location.
It's like it's like that time when I went to like a really small scale version of the Netherlands. Like they had like a
So you go.
very
There's the
tiny-
little miniaturized fairground, and there's a little pixie sitting there. And as you guys approach, he jumps up and he goes, "Welcome to the Pixie Kingdom. My name is Jeremy Plum, and this is the greatest attraction in the carnival. It is a pixie carnival, so it's better than a regular carnival because it's for pixies."
We're
uh,
not pixies.
Huh? Yeah, that's the idea. We shrink you, and then you get a whole second carnival.
Wow.
it's like Inception.
He goes,
Carnival within a carnival.
he also goes. He also leans forward. Also, we have alcohol. There's no other.
Ooh.
There's no other
I'm
alcohol
in.
in there.
Yeah, let's go.
One ticket
Run
punch
with that.
I'm down. I'm down.
He has to like
I
he gets you
guess.
guys to put your tickets inside the ticket punch for him, and then he jumps on it. Like because he's too small to like work a ticket punch, and then he flutters up on his little tiny wings and begins sprinkling each of you with this glittery dust. And he goes, you guys shrink down. It's a really weird sensation. It's like you get smaller and everything around you seems to get bigger. And he goes, now before you enter, each of you must pick a pixie name. If you can't come up with one, I'll make one up for you. It's fine.
Right.
I'll be Polyps.
Polyps,
I think
that's a
that's
good pixie name.
Taffy Tails.
What was it?
Taffy Tails.
Oh, Taffy Tails, very clever. What about you? And he points at Violet. He goes, Jellybean Starfish. That's your pixie name. Jellybean Starfish. What about you, Birdman?
Crinkle feathers.
Oh, Crinkle Feathers. And you, Miss. He points to Petra. Dimple.
Okay. Sounds
All right,
good.
your pixie name shall be Dimple. Enjoy the festivities. And he motions behind him. And you guys are standing on Little Stone Plinth. That was once a tiny little thing that you towered above, is now a huge, like, oasis. As you begin to enter, the Pixie Kingdom is a tranquil oasis compared to the rest of the bustling carnival. The air is filled with the aroma of blackberry wine and flower blossoms. 8 brightly colored painted doors are nestled in the bark of the bases of surrounding trees. There's 12 pixies sort of scattered about. There's you see over on one corner about 3 pixies are down scratching the giant, what is now a giant hamster. Before it was just a hamster,
Aw.
rubbing on its belly, and as it rolls over, you can see it has a saddle on its back. In the center is a palace, a beautiful palace made out of woven together husks of cocoons. There are little pixie cottages dotted about, and there's a huge Ferris wheel in the middle.
Ferris wheel.
A couple hours.
That's a long time.
Are we gonna be injected into their bloodstream and try to fish the wax out of their colon, right?
Rob, that sounds awful.
Right. Oh, yuck.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. The hamster runs the Ferris wheel. the thing that you can ride is a little dog, like a little Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh,
I heard blackberry wine, so I'm gonna go do that.
You don't see any stalls for selling it. Like, so if you walk up to one of the pixies, you go wandering up to who introduces herself as Toad Hop. She's like, "Oh, wine? Yeah, come with me." And she like motions for you to come over to a cottage. She opens the door, and inside is a tiny little cottage. Just imagine like everything made out of like either trash or just like natural bits that you would pick up out of a forest. And she just puts a big wad of acorns on the table as cups and starts filling them with wine.
am
She's like, "Do you want some tarts? I got
Love
cucumber melon
tarts.
sandwiches. I got timbleberry tarts."
Both sound good.
Yeah, she just puts out like a huge tray of like frankly delicious food, like little cucumber melon sandwiches and whatever a timbleberry tart is. You think maybe they're cucumbers? It seems like she made this stuff up. But the wine is good. It's really good. And it is the first alcohol you've seen in here. And she's like, "Oh yeah, we're always happy to, have people in the kingdom. You should take a tour of the castle. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You could go ride Pinecone."
Is that the dog?
Oh yeah, Pinecone's the dog.
Oh. That's a
Uh,
cute
Or the
dog.
Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel is
Is-
really cool.
is-
Just
is-
don't get Biscuit started. Once he starts talking, you can't get him to shut up.
Does Pinecone have a set
Sorry,
path he runs?
Huh? I don't know. We just kind of stick people on him and say go.
Y'all hold off on the dog. I think I need a little bit more.
You guys having a good time at the carnival? What do you think of the
Yeah.
Pixie Kingdom?
It's pretty cool so far.
It's
I
pretty
know we
great.
just
Plus-
got here.
Candy? Do we have candy? I have tarts. I have sweets. I don't have candy.
Sorry, Jelly Bean here completely all over the candy of this place.
She goes, "Oh, Jelly Bean's a really good pixie name. That's a good choice. Did you pick that or did Jeremy give it to you?" Ah, he's good at that.
His name is Jeremy.
Yeah. Jeremy Plum.
Oh, okay.
Probably because this is so average. I don't have a great concept of time.
Notice anything weird here?
Everyone's on the lookout for this Kinku who keeps making trouble, but she uses magic to like disguise herself. Candlefoot doesn't have his
Oh,
voice
no, no.
anymore.
Actually,
yes, he
What are you
does.
talking
He's
about?
yelling.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got
we
his voice
fixed
back. Well,
that.
that's good. Because he's in love with Palasha, the mermaid. Oh, they're getting married, and she runs out the door,
Take the line.
running excitedly toward one of the other pixies and like screaming. She's like-
I think we just started a rumor.
Well, I mean, it's not a rumor; it's true.
Yeah, it's actually.
Yeah, what's that? There's a saying though, like with the can't keep a secret in a small village or something. I think this is a small village. It's off.
Mhm. Also, we are unsupervised now.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
investigation.
Were you thinking about stealing the dog and using our tininess at the moment to try and get in the place?
Perhaps.
Oh, that's even better, right?
Although I don't know if the magic still works whenever you're not in the Pixie Kingdom anymore.
That's true.
About that time when you guys say that, another pixie sort of sticks his head around the corner, and he goes like, "Hey, my name's Honeymint. We're gonna play hide and seek. You guys want to play hide and seek?"
Oh, where what's the area of hide and seek?
Just here in the little pixie kingdom. If you go outside of the pixie kingdom, you guys don't have wings. You might just get stepped on.
Where?
But
you guys do have pixie dust.
do you guys want to play hide and seek?
I'm okay. Give me like 3 drinks and I'm in.
You got it. Hey, Starbug. She says let her get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And he sort of wanders off to try to get other people to play hide and seek with him. So they leave you alone for a few minutes in this cottage, and then you guys will have a few minutes before they come back to they come back to roust up a game of hide and seek.
So yeah,
I mean, you have to go. You want to go digging around in this pixie's
Do
cottage?
pixies just keep dust in their houses?
Yeah. Make an investigation check, I guess.
I want to help you look.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh
yeah,
wow!
some digging about, and you find a
the
tiny
storage.
tiny little bag on like the shelf near the sink. The water basin's made out of like a particularly large acorn. You find one thing of pixie dust.
Hey Violet, do you know what's in pixie dust? That seems like a weird thing for other pixies to have. Is it like, do you think it's like their cremated ashes?
Another pixie comes around the corner of the cottage and goes, "Hey, we're gonna start the game of hide and seek. My name is Starbug. I'm gonna be the seeker. I'm gonna go over to the castle and count to 10. You guys go hide.
okay, bye.
All right, who's playing hide and seek?
I will also play.
Violet, EJ, I believe Petra, Alia, Pippis.
Sure, why not?
Play hide and seek. Okay, I'm gonna have everybody make a stealth check for me then.
Oh,
Interesting.
I get under the table and keep drinking.
oh my god!
I get under the table, but like behind you,
Yeah,
and also keep drinking.
So you guys run around Pixie Kingdom a bit. Everybody hides. You have to run and hide in different places. One by one, you slowly get found, except for Petra, who eventually, poor Starbug, gives up and is like, Petra, you got me. You win.
I
You
step
come collect
out
your
from
prize now.
behind Alia, and I'm like, I was here all along.
You're like, that's a clever place to hide. You just hid behind that girl that kind of looks like you. It gives you they give you a bag of pixie dust as a prize.
Ooh, thank you.
Who won?
We all won.
Cool. Yeah. So anything else you guys want to do inside the Pixie Kingdom other than collect a couple of doses of pixie dust?
Definitely want to check out the castle.
Question, Starbuck question.
Yeah.
So, how I imagine that you are. Are we here for like a set amount of time before we get ushered out, so we don't crush anything?
Yeah.
All right. How much time we got left?
Probably about 40 minutes.
Ooh, that's a
Cool.
long time.
Thanks.
If you want to go take a tour of the castle, it only takes like 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
take your wine. And she goes and she rushes into
Good.
one of the cottages and comes back out with another like big basin made out of, like something tiny and pops a cork and refills all your cups and
Well,
then
yes, I
rushes
will
off.
take some more. Thank you.
Alia cheers and Petra like holds up her glass in Petra's direction.
Yeah, I toast.
Yeah.
So you guys are downing some wine. If you've ever been on a tour before, it's sort of like a museum tour where they give you like this, but like the pixie that takes you on the tour, whose name is Puddlemud, they're all like little sort of cherubim looking people, like brightly glittered faces, bright glittering butterfly wings, like they're these like ecstatic, happy, sort of funny little characters, which you are currently the same size as. But they all just sort of have this like glittery glow and bright colors. Puddlemud takes you through the castle and is like pointing out the great like regal nobles and these like suits of armor, and they're like, oh, this is this chamber and this is this important historical figure, and then some time ago somebody built. They don't seem to have a concept of like what year it is or what years really are, but they're like, a long time ago somebody did this important thing, so we made this mural out of out of pieces of like scavenged paper. We made this giant mural about the time that they defeated, it's probably them fighting like a giant wolf or something. Like what would be a normal sized wolf for you guys. But yeah,
Aw.
they take you through like the castle, and it's a pleasant like tour through what seems to them at least to be a very important building.
Cool.
Wow.
You
I'd
know-
like to ask
Oh.
our guides.
Mhm.
Hey, have you guys noticed anything weird going on in like your part of the carnival? Do things go missing
here?
here also?
I mean, things don't go missing here. Why
So
are
you
things
know
going
about
missing
the-
out there?
Yeah.
There seems to be a bit of a disconnect between this carnival and the big carnival.
Yeah, this one's better.
Yeah,
We have alcohol.
100%.
Yeah. Also, whatever these little tarts are, I love them.
Yeah, they're so good.
They're so good.
Yeah, so they escort you guys around. Anything else you guys want to do?
Escape.
Well, no. I have
must
Petra. I have an idea,
Yeah.
but we're gonna have to come back.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, back to the pixie.
yeah,
Please.
because right now all of us are pixies. What we really should do is have all of us but one of us be a pixie.
Oh, and then we hide in their pockets. We
Yeah.
can hide in Pee-Pee's pockets.
I think
Ah,
Pips
yes.
should be the one not being a pixie. That way, Pips can just walk in.
Yeah. The perfect disguise.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perfect crime.
Sure. Anything you had on you shrunk, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no.
There's small stalls all over the place. Yeah, what they're called
Well-
small stalls. Like all of the smaller stalls, like the ones that aren't main attractions, are called small stalls.
Wait, no, you gotta wait.
You
'Cause
gotta become
You're
big
small and you might get
again.
squashed.
Yeah, don't go out there, you might get stepped on.
Oh no.
Tiny little figure takes off flying.
You all wait,
Goodbye,
how long-
Violet.
How
Rest
long
in
does the pixie dust
pieces.
last again?
The pixie does a minute.
Just fly towards the floor in a minute.
I'm sure
Are you gonna
if
rush
she
off and just try to
becomes
get some
normal
of the
size
piece of candy
again.
while you're tiny? Okay,
Also,
you can
if
do
they
that.
punch your card, your whole card will be punched.
I'll make a stealth
Oh,
check for me then. Sure, yeah, you can slip in. You get like a peppermint stick as big as you are.
Hey, Petra. Thanks for never pulling
Oh my-
that shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
You're in a really good plan, yeah.
It's me starts munching.
How do
Need that
you?
peppermint breath.
That's
So
like
why-
eating a jawbreaker. That's a lot harder than it sounds.
Why do they like candy so much?
Eventually,
I've never seen anyone consume this
you guys
much
are
candy
escorted
before.
out of the Pixie Kingdom and you return back to your normal size. Jeremy tells you to enjoy the rest of the carnival. As you leave the Pixie Kingdom, you have to go back past the Bubble Pop Teapot. You can see there's a line of people and there's a little door at the bottom of the teapot. And somebody goes in the door of the teapot, and a few moments later, a bubble comes out of the teapot, and the person is sort of floating around inside of it. They're like running, like one of those giant bubble things they roll you down a hill in, where you can kind of steer it. But it floats, so they just sort of drift off.
Oh, goodbye.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Cake.
Yeah, cake. Birthday cake.
So you
Yay.
put Thaco on bubble. You guys are just obsessed with trying to find like a weird, like you just
Mhm.
want to do something terrible to Thaco. You're not sure what yet,
Mhm.
but we'll find
Trying to
something.
get him away.
Oh, we
Uh,
can conjure a cake on top of his head and have him.
as you guys begin heading back to the feasting orchard, you go past the Calliope again, past Lost Property, past the Dragonfly rides, and a giant dragonfly buzzes quickly over your heads. The gnome figure that's riding on it spills a bit of their drink over in front of you, and eventually you make your way back to the feasting orchard. The groves of trees of every like kind of fruit you could imagine, stalls and tents set up everywhere, full of food and drink. There is waitresses flittering about, all wearing the brightly colored wings, and you turn in your tokens. Waitress rushes off, and a few moments later, she just brings a whole, because there's so many of you, she just brings a whole giant chocolate cake and
Yeah.
sets it down on the counter and or in the table in
Nice.
front of you and begins cutting it. At this point,
Nice.
it's beginning to get closer to evening. The lights begin, or the sun begins to finally set, and you can see lights begin to flicker on all throughout the carnival. Bright lights lighting up all of the different stalls and attractions. Uh, when you go by the carousel, it is still broken, unfortunately.
Oh.
But lots of lights begin to flicker on everywhere. Little fairy lights drifting, strings of lights. Everything becomes like a cacophony of different colors. And yeah, you go into this cake, and it is A+. It is a delicious cake.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw this cake up anytime soon.
Tire of eating cake and candy all the time, especially in the carnival.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, they have savory foods too.
I'm asking our guests if they get tired of all. I mean, it's been like a day of eating custard pies and candy and cake and
But
sugar
really,
plums.
it's mostly just Violet and EJ. I don't know how they stand only eating candy all the time.
Ugh.
I just
I
love
have
her
so much
cake.
energy.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to us, and she holds up her plate in a similar motion that she did for the glass.
Yeah, I
Peter
cleaned
sticks his tongue
my
out.
cake with yours.
And we eat cake.
And you guys eat cake.
Thanks, guys.
Yay!
So, do we want to watch the Twilight Monarch thing tonight and do the thing tomorrow, or do we want to do the thing tonight?
So, yeah, are
Anybody
tickets
out of
only good
tickets?
for today?
They're good till they run out of punches.
Okay, so as long as we still have punches, we can come back
You
in.
can come back in. Yeah.
And also, I think someone said we could barter for more tickets somehow.
Okay.
The goblin at the ticket booth said that he was willing to make trades for tickets. Yes.
Wonder what kind of things he wants to trade.
But yeah, because I mostly say that we might want to do it tomorrow, just because we did do a lot of stuff today, and if we try and do it during the monarch thing, if one of us does end up being the monarch, they'll notice we're gone.
Yeah, also, it might be suspicious that we go back to the Pixie Kingdom 2 times in a
Oh no,
day.
not at all. That's why I was drinking so much. Probably.
Yeah, but what, like, do you think they'll like kick us out if we get too drunk though, or
Probably not.
okay,
I mean, we didn't cause any trouble.
that's true. Not yet, anyway.
You basically
Cost
you can
us a
have
name.
I
as
think
much
you have to
candy.
pay with
Just
your
make sure you
soul.
have one punch left by the end of the day. Well, two punches, because you want one for the Pixie Kingdom.
What, you're
What?
out of punches?
Stop eating candy! Ah!
Well, don't forget you had to take off a punch for being in the grove.
Yes,
the-
Rack.
Unless the token for cake was
I will say the
what they-
token for the cake let you in.
okay. Never mind that.
Yeah. For birthday cake. They can't charge you for birthday cake. It's literally always free.
Uh,
It's your birthday.
Alia just looks at you like,
I've never paid for a birthday cake in my life, Alia.
I know.
It's free.
Alia just pats you on the shoulder.
Does your birthday cake cost something? Is there something I don't know?
We'll go
Alia?
with that. Probably.
Okay. Hmm?
Enjoy your cake.
I will.
That's your
Thank
older
you.
sister.
Uh-huh.
Can we take a short break so I can go to the loo?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just waiting
No
for you guys
pee
to
breaks
decide
allowed.
what you want to do anyway.
But I
Oh,
drank so much, Cindy.
Bio break?
No.
Let's take a 5-minute bio break.
Cool.
I'll break it is.
Cool. So
Be back.
as you guys are sitting there eating your wonderful cake, can I have you all make perception checks for me?
Uh-oh.
That's what I said.
Mhm.
I don't
Oh,
think
boy.
Sydney's back.
I'm distracted by cake.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Uh.
I regret my statement.
I think I still
I
only
rolled
got
a
an
whole
8, so.
one.
You're
EJ,
also
is,
distracted by cake.
EJ as everyone is sitting there eating cake, you can see back sort of toward the back end of the feasting orchard, sort of on the edge of the carnival. You see a singular like figure. It looks
Ashlyn?
like a man sitting by themselves. And the thing that like strikes your notice is this is the first person you've seen that wasn't wearing the butterfly wings. And he's sitting by himself eating, and as you're sitting there watching, he suddenly like starts and sits up straight and then just like freezes.
Oh.
Doesn't move
Mm.
or
Like he
I'm
goes
gonna-
rigid and just stops moving.
I'm gonna go over to him to check on his
Also,
health.
Sure.
see.
As you start like walking over toward him, you can see this figure behind him, this sort of tall, or not tall. You see this like crouched, hunched over green toad-like humanoid, big mauve, weird sharp teeth, giant bulbous eyes. They're sort of crouched down behind him, and you can see it's opened up the pouch on his side and is digging through it with long, spindly green fingers.
Ah.
Whose pouch? His own pouch or
The guy who
guy's
so there's
pouch?
there's the guy who is like stop moving suddenly that you're walking toward, and sort of in the darkness crouched behind him is this toad-like figure that's opened up that guy's pouch and is starting to dig through it.
Ah.
I'll be like, stop that! You leave that pouch alone. And I lunge
You see
towards
it
the
like
creature.
it like starts like in response, like it being noticed, and like hisses at you, and then it bounds backwards like a frog, doing, and leaps up into a tree. I guess you guys have seen all three of these figures now, so I can show you. I can't because it shows what says what they are.
Uh-oh.
But you can see it like bounds up into a tree, lands, and it goes, and then it starts to like scramble away.
Ah.
I'm gonna, I guess, make a medicine check on the guy to see if, or check on the guy to see if
Yeah.
he's all right.
As
So,
you walk over to him, he sort of like snaps out of it, and this creature jumps off into a darker part of the. If you're not going to pursue, jumps off into a darker part of the carnival and vanishes.
Would I pursue it?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Oh,
Well-
yeah, I'd like to try to pursue it then.
It jumps like 20 feet away, and you can see it like growls at you, like it makes this toad-like grumbling noise.
I could jump after it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Oh, let's
But yeah,
initiative.
I'm gonna try to pursue it.
Ooh,
how
on
much
a
cake is
one.
left?
You're getting to the end of your cake.
So like no leftovers.
You could take leftovers. That's fine.
All right, because we have to take this cake to go apparently.
So what did everybody get on their initiatives? Ooh, Rob got
Oh,
a 20.
I forgot to roll.
6.
I rolled cake.
Boop.
Uh,
20. Oh, shit.
EJ got a 14.
Let's just
Uh,
assume that I skipped my first turn
by
for cake.
Violet, followed by who else had a 12? Petra, followed by the thing, followed by Pippus,
6.
and then okay. Rob, you get to react first. So you just say you look over. EJ suddenly stands up and is like marching over toward this man, and then you see this thing suddenly bound up from behind him and leap into a tree.
I think that, oh god, Rob isn't the most dexterous, but I can look at my spells. I wanted to see if I could charm him. Is he within 30 feet of me?
You guys are about I'm gonna say he's about 40 feet away.
Oh, then it wouldn't work. Okay. In that case, I'm going to.
I also think most charm spells only work like if the creature isn't hostile to you.
Oh.
You may want to read
Well,
the.
they have
Disadvantage on-
advantage on their saving
Is that what it
throws.
is? Yeah, I knew there was
Yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I'll save that for later. In which case, I will try to throw a light in his face to try to, kind of, keep him from going any further or escaping.
Yeah, so you scoop something up and cast light on it and huck it at him. He sort of dodges out of the way. EJ.
He's 20 feet up in the air, as in like
He's
in
about
the
20
tree.
feet from you, yeah. Up in a tree.
So my movement is 30. Would I be able to get to his same level?
You could make like an acrobatics check
Oh, good. I'm good at those.
to try to like bound up into the tree. You take off running, sort of bounce off the table, leap up, grab one of the branches, and swing up. He's still about 10 feet away from you, but you managed to get up into the tree with him fairly quickly.
My only action would be if I could
like
like
a Batman.
grab or punch him. Can I throw a hand axe at him?
Yeah, go for it.
No, a dart. Or well,
Yeah.
Yeah, dart. Let's do a dart.
You
Bullshit.
flick a dart at him, and same thing with the like he just dodges out of the way. You can see he reaches down into like its dirty clothing and then pulls out a dagger.
Ah,
Violet.
he means business.
Yeah. And
Shit.
other members of the crowd have like gasps and like people are starting to move away. Some people seem confused and think it might be like a show. You can see a few of the hands beginning to scramble about and control the crowd.
Ooh.
You're about 40 feet away. He's still 20 feet up a tree, so. Okay. So you can rush up to the base of the tree.
No.
If you want, yeah, you want to take that 20? Okay, yeah, you could use your inspiration, so that'll hit. Oh, damn. Okay. The arrow
Oh, darn.
buries deep into the thing's chest. It makes one final croaking noise and then falls out of the tree.
Ah!
Killed him.
The Witchlight hands are like
That
pushing the
seems
crowd back, and they're
excessive.
like, "It's all part of the show. Don't worry about it, folks. Let's hear a round of applause for the sharpshooting of Violet. Yeah, I guess they would know your name because you were on the stage earlier. Violet Rain. You could see her in the big top." And one of them leans down to Pippus, and they're like, "Pippus, what the fuck?"
Then he just kind of shrugs and can I throw up some?
So this thing falls dead on the ground. The
Throw
guy
some
that you were
dancing
walking
light.
toward, EJ, bolted when you came over. He ran into the crowd.
Ah!
You're just like, yes. You start juggling, and the balls start glowing, and then drifting in the air, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
yep. And like they're just like very quickly trying to disarm the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You murdered a man, frog man.
Good job. I mean, he didn't catch it with his
Can
teeth.
I have
Unfortunately.
somebody make a deception check with disadvantage? Or sorry, with advantage for me.
Oh,
Not me.
God. Okay, let me see.
And I can try.
Okay, Pivus with the people shouting and the like, Violet and everybody try to play into it, and you casting dancing lights. The crowd seems to calm down and like sort of go back to what they were doing. EJ, you can see this guy still standing there a few feet away. Like he didn't run
good.
far. He just sort of like when a fight broke out, sort of moved away.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach the guy, check on his mentality. Sir, are you hurt? Do you need medical assistance?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thank you. That was I don't. That was quite the thing. Do you guys like? Is that some sort of creature that you just murdered it as part of a show? He seems really confused by that.
No, he's fine. He'll wake up in a few hours. We just knocked him unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
You can see one of the witchlight hands comes over and starts like dragging the body out.
There's
Wait.
just a trail of blood.
I want to examine him, Rock.
He shrugs and he's like, "I want to get him where people can't see the dead body."
Oh, yes. Yes, that's true. I'm too old for this. I retired from this business to get away from all that. Rock.
do you have all of your belongings on you? Like, we noticed that
He shrugs and looks
you
down.
might have gone a little too far on its show and
What?
taken some things from you.
That thing? I've never seen that thing before. I don't. They didn't take anything from me. You would have to touch me to do that.
It didn't touch you. Of
Yeah,
course.
that's what I just
Of
said.
course not. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go home, and he sort of like turns around, and starts to walk away.
Before you go home, can I have a look into your bag just to kind of see if there's anything of particular interest that somebody would want?
He opens up
Just
his bag. There's like a few coins, a comb, like nothing particularly interesting.
my mistake. Feel free to go.
He wanders off. I'm gonna have to mute Rob for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the creature chose him for any particular reason. Although it probably
If
was
you want to
odd that
examine it, Rob, they're not gonna stop you. They literally pull it over near the little windy river where the swans go by, and they're just gonna dump it. And like the hands will also tell you like they don't know what the fuck this thing is. Like they'll let you examine it first, but they don't know what it is. They don't know where it came from. They don't know why it was molesting that guy or what the fuck is going on. They're like, I guess thanks for killing the weird thief monster. Well, you make a nature check. Rob said he wanted to investigate
Okay,
it.
but before they dump it in the water, I do want to rummage through its pockets.
It doesn't have anything on it that other than a pair of daggers.
Oh.
You don't know what it is, Violet.
He loops the body.
Yeah. I'm still sad about it, but also like if it's one of the things that's been stealing stuff around here, like I wanted to know like if it has the stuff that it stole.
See if I can find a picture of this thing. Yeah, once you explain it, like you guys have been really good for the carnival. Once you explain it to them, they sort of let it pass. Here's the oop. There's the frog guy on the top left, weird little pig girl, and the creepy shadow thing.
Oh. Not Uncle
Yeah,
Richie. Aunt
you guys don't
Gertrude.
know what it
Okay.
is.
Oh. Hmm.
ugh, that pig girl is much creepier than
See, that's what
what I
happens
thought.
when you eat too much sugar.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the thing that you saw like in the mirror that was calling to I guess his
Yeah.
name Rupert. So the crowd settled by the witchlight hands. They just want things to go back to normal. This creature's pockets gone through and examined. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it came from. You guys don't know where it is. You don't know where it came from. Would you like to do that?
I mean, we can ask him during dinner.
Rock.
I'm going to make an artist rendition of it.
Ooh.
to bring with me. Yeah, let's
The
not
Witchlight hands
drag that
quickly
around with us.
dump the corpse into the water. Like they're trying to get rid of it as quick as they can.
Right, you don't want a dead body at a circus.
I mean, Petra does have, a pretty decent hand at sketching
Mhm.
when she sits down long enough. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I saw it and felt it for myself.
I'm gonna show you guys this so you get like an
Do
idea.
you two need to get a tent? Oh, no.
Oh wow, I love them.
Kind of what
I
they
like
all
the.
look like. That's sort of what like Pippis would sort of wear, except they also wear like a clown's costume. So
Aww. Yeah, the Will Smith
Wait,
pose.
did
Just
we
the-
ask the
Oh,
guy why he doesn't have any wings?
Yeah. What's that about,
he left quickly.
sir? Oh, dang.
Oh, we should have asked. Fuck.
Whoops.
Did you tell the staff, Pippus?
Tell them what?
Pippus is the staff.
The guy,
So the staff
I
knows
am the
it's
staff.
fine.
the rest of the staff, Petra. That the
I'm
guy
sure
didn't
it's
have any
fine.
wings.
Listen, don't be a narc,
I will be a narc if I start to suspect that these wings are more than just pretty things.
Oh.
So you guys begin to hear
Do the crime, do the
an-
time.
another commotion as the tree ant once again becomes walking around and is gathering people up. He says to head to the big top for the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch.
Off we go.
It is
Yeah.
time. So you guys follow the like parade of people and once again settle into the giant the huge big top. The mermaid Palasha is set in a tank in the center, and she sings lightly. The water around her dancing as she does so, and as people come in and find their seats. This time, though, it is lit by like again the dancing and multicolored lights above your head, which eventually start to dim. And as the lights finally go dark, one giant spotlight comes on in the center, and once again you see Mr. Light standing in the center with his giant weird weather vane, the Witchlight vane. Standing next to him is Candlefoot with a small wooden box. Mr. Light announces to the crowd, "Ladies and gentlemen, for the final act of tonight, we will be crowning the Witchlight Monarch." And there's a round of boisterous applause. um, you could see in the back, sort of in the coming out of the bare edges of the light, walking in next to Diralungara, the displacer beast who keeps lost things. You can see Mr. Light or Mr. Witch sort of appear at the edge of it. And Mr. Light gives the opening speech and plants the Witchlight vane, the weather vane, in the ground, and it begins to slowly and then more rapidly spin around and around. And he goes, "This magical weather vane tracks the mood of everyone in the carnival. The person who has brought the most mirth, joy, and brevity to the carnival tonight will be the crowned the Witchlight Monarch. Please give a round of applause while we wait." The weather vane spins rapidly, and then suddenly stops and points at an individual in the crowd. I want you guys to vote.
Ooh.
Who do you think the Witchlight Monarch is? Who
Mm.
has brought the
I
most
voted for
joy?
Pips.
Pippus.
Oh,
I say
Pippus.
Violet.
So I'll go right to left so I can keep track of it. Violet, who do you think the Witchlight Monarch is? Talia? Okay. Pippus.
Violet.
Violet? Alia,
EJ.
EJ, Rob,
Hmm. Probably EJ.
EJ. Okay. EJ.
You know, from yesterday or earlier, I liked Alia's comments to the mermaid.
Okay. And Petra.
So Alia.
I'm also voting Alia.
So I think I got 2 for EJ and 2 for Alia.
It was
Tiebreaker.
3 for Alia, I thought.
Who did Violet vote for? EJ, right? Oh, we have to pick one. So then that's 3 for Alia. So the
Confused.
Mr. Light announces, his voice supernaturally booming, hither, thither, here and there, wonder, yonder, and show me where. And the weather vane stops and points directly at Alia, and a light beams down on top of Alia. A bunch of witchlight hands come rushing over into the crowd with a thing on their shoulders. What's that thing that you carry people in?
Palanquin.
Palanquin full of flowers, and scoop you up quickly and plop you down in it, and then begin rushing out and down the stairs onto the stage with you.
I feel like Alia's like panicked, like, like
Uh,
I want to yell while they're carrying her that it's her birthday.
Yay!
Of course it is, Mr. Light. Is there like a separate place? No, I'll just note it here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alia. I give a round of applause for Alia, your tonight's Witchlight Monarch.
Yeah.
They sort of
Yay.
unceremoniously plop you
Yay.
out onto your feet, Alia. The 4 Witchlight hands, and the crowd roars. He reaches over for the box that Candlefoot has. Candlefoot turns and opens the box for him, and inside you can see a little silver crown, like a woven crown. He reaches into it and holds it out to place it on your head.
Aw.
I bow my head.
And he
Give
says,
us an acceptance speech.
he says, for bringing mirth and joy to others, I crown you the monarch. And he places the crown on your head. You get the charm of the monarch as long as you are wearing this crown.
Ooh.
Ew.
excuse me.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Really cool. But also, what the fuck?
Because you beat
Wowie,
me eating
wowie.
custard.
That's true. You did win the custard eating contest.
That's the only thing I did.
I mean, you've helped in all the things, all the stuff we've done. It's not like you weren't there or anything.
Hey, God, I don't know.
All right.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, please see your way neatly toward the exits. The carnival will be closing shortly. And he motions toward the exit. And he looks at Alia and he goes, I suppose I'll see you at dinner.
Yes,
Delightful.
thank you.
And the
This.
crowd begins to shuffle out. And he was like, you know what? Just come out the back with me. It's much easier than going through the crowd. And he starts waving at the rest of you to come down.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I need to sit down for like
VIP.
5 minutes.
Of course, Your Highness. You're welcome to sit down as much as you like, please.
No, don't do that.
I'm sorry, it's a bit of a rule.
Oh no, no.
Your Highness.
Oh God, why?
Right. Right, Your Highness.
Wait, please don't. Please don't. That is.
It's true. You're the custard queen, Alia.
Oh, I quite like that. Come. And he motions for you guys to follow him out, and he walks over to where Mr. Mr. Witch is standing, and they they begin to show you out of the back of the big top toward the staff area. Pippus is familiar with the staff area. There's a dressing room for the staff. There's a place where props and animals are kept. Eventually you wind your way out and find yourself at the big thorn bush. It opens up and they begin showing you toward their wagon. And he's like, because there's so many of you, unfortunately, you won't all fit in my little wagon with me and Mr. Witch in there. But we've set out a nice table outside, lots of tea, lots of snacks, a bit of candy for our friends here. Come, 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 come. And he, like sort of skips along and the bells on his shoes and hat jingle as he happily makes his way. And he shows you guys exactly what he said. They have a big circular table set up with chairs for each of you around it. You can see Burley and Thaco standing nearby. And just a giant platter of ridiculous food. There's like a whole roasted turkey in the center of it. And he's like, I do love guests, and it's so hard to have them inside of a wagon these days. I keep telling Mr. Light we should get or Mr. Witch we should get a larger wagon, but he says a larger wagon means more flying horses. And he like goes over and like sits sort of his feet up on one part of the armrest, his back on the other, and he's like, please sit, tell us what you think of our delightful little carnival. And Mr. Witch goes, yes, tell us what you think of the carnival.
Oh, it's very delightful. I had a great time. I think I told you guys earlier, it was my birthday. Pretty cool birthday.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
It's also Alia's birthday.
Yes, you're
So.
twins, yes? Sister?
Yeah.
Yes, I picked up on that.
How could you tell?
I'm an insightful fellow.
That's a
I
rhetorical
suppose.
question.
Then
We
Mr.
get
Witch
that a lot.
goes, I hear you dealt with that Kinku we had an issue with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Witch goes, I heard you got into a bit of a scrape with a strange creature.
Yeah, he pulled a blade on us.
Mhm.
Or on EJ, anyways.
Being
know.
as close to the Fae as we are, sometimes things slip through. But I
What are
appreciate
those
you
things?
dealing with it. He shrugs.
Mm.
I was trying
Yeah,
to
they're a bit
steal
of-
stuff off of some dude.
Yes.
And
There
Well,
have been a
also-
lot of different things.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that basically what you're saying, I think.
Yeah. No, feel free, Violet.
oh, I'm
All-
sorry, Cat. For better description, your crown is a splendid crown of golden butterflies.
Ooh. Very shiny.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was going to actually pass the bucket again to Violet.
Mr. Light says, I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. Never seen any shadows or creepy children.
Well, I don't think we mentioned that it was a child.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something else while she was talking, so
Oh.
he wouldn't have made that mistake, but I did.
Dang.
I thought she described the child and the shadow creature. Mr. Light goes, oh, the candy is quite pleasant, yes. We have some of the best confectioners in all of the realms here.
I can tell. That Euphoria cookie, though.
Oh, it's something quite
Hmm.
special. Chef D is something different.
Who?
He's always
Ooh.
coming up with inventive things to put on things. Sometimes it's terrible, but sometimes it's great. I don't know. He tried to make candied carrots once. Who
Honestly,
wants
that doesn't
caramel on the
sound
outside of a
bad.
carrot? Ugh.
I mean, carrots are already sweet. Makes sense.
If you say so, madam.
I mean,
Oh,
that's probably why. I mean, somebody thought it was a crazy enough idea to put carrots in cake.
yeah.
But carrot cake is good. Maybe that's where he got the idea. So you all just came here for no particular reason? You just wanted to see the carnival?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it was our birthday. We were bored and wanted to go do something fun. Heard
Can I-
there
can
was
I
a
have
carnival.
Everybody who has said that and is lying, make a deception check for me.
What?
So,
What?
What?
Make a deception check on what?
everybody who said the reason they came to the carnival was just to see the carnival, basically, which I think was everybody but Pippus. Everybody has an ulterior motive that I've given them
Do
prior to
I?
the game. Yeah, we talked about it, Petra.
Did I?
Yeah. Same with EJ.
I am I deceiving myself?
I think maybe you just forgot. We had a conversation about it in Discord.
Oh Jesus.
Am I good?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm if
Uh,
Mr. Light and Witch know the reasons why we're here. The
they don't know,
Ticketmaster.
but you guys are
you know.
lying. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Ollie, I don't remember if I gave you ulterior motives.
No, I mean, you told me that that I felt like something was missing, but I don't
Yeah.
think that coming here. I think that was long before coming here.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
think
would have come here
so.
specifically.
So I know EJ and Violet specifically are hiding something.
I don't remember what I'm hiding.
I think you all felt like drawn to this place for some reason. Everybody who's not a Witchlight hand at least just felt like a strange pull or need to come here. Or perhaps even come back here.
I mean, I guess that wouldn't really matter because I haven't actually said anything to Mr.
No.
Light.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've just been
Anybody
panic
who said
eating.
that. But I know EJ and Violet have ulterior motives. Cool. What's insight based on again? Wisdom?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. They go, well, it's a delightful carnival. You guys have a meal? Is there any other conversation you want to try to strike up with them? I've done my
Yeah.
thing. You're welcome to now do yours.
Well,
I do want to bring. Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Oh no, no. You go ahead, Rob.
Well, from when we've been going around to check on how everybody is doing, we've heard there are a lot of people that have lost things here. One of the people that we checked in with was at the lost property, and some of the things even they've lost.
Hang on, I gotta find the right thing. I have too much shit open on my screen. Mr. Witch says, yes, well, things go lost, or things get lost. What is gone. The wheel of time turns ever on. And he sort of smiles.
Oh,
To be clear, Mr. Light says, we're aware that that things go losses, but we are, of course, not responsible. They're forces that are work that are entirely beyond our control, unfortunately.
My
Is
God.
that why
it's,
everyone's wearing fairy wings?
What? What did you say? All I heard was fairy wings.
Is that why everyone is wearing fairy wings?
Well, the fairy wings are just so you can see who paid for the ticket. That way, if somebody comes in, we can move them on.
I do and chat on that.
Well, then why did the frog
Yeah, it seems
person?
legit.
Why did the frog person attack somebody who didn't have their wings?
As I said, there are things here that are beyond. How much do you actually know about the carnival? Uh, Mr. Witch says, I assume no one had noticed that they didn't have their wings on. There's a
How
lot
could they
of
not notice? Those things are right in your face, Rack.
There's a lot of guests and a lot of hustle and bustle. What do you keep rolling perception checks for?
Because he's an investigator. It's what he does.
Yeah, but what are you trying to perceive?
I'm trying to perceive if they're being dirty, filthy liars.
That would be insight.
For fuck's sake.
Yes. Don't just roll dice randomly. Like, be like, hey, Chase, can I roll this to see if this?
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
you don't think they're lying, Rob, but like Rob and Violet, but like they're avoiding the subject. But Mr. Light has just asked how much you guys actually know about the
Pretty much just
carnival.
what we've heard about today, because
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of problems.
It's a carnival.
I mean, that's why we
it's
help out, right?
menacing.
Rack.
Yes.
From
Well, and he looks over at Mr. Witch. Mr. Witch goes, the carnival comes from a place called Prismere, a Fey realm ruled by an elder Fey named Ziblina. Sometimes, because it is a piece of her realm, things slip through.
what happened to her?
We do our best to protect our guests. And he shrugs. No idea.
The Kenku said that there was something about a coven.
The Kinku, the disgruntled guest, troublemaker.
Yes.
He
She
waves
wanted
a
to
hand.
get your attention, and you wouldn't really listen. Rack. I mean, there was something wrong with the ruler of this realm that supposedly is what conjured your carnival. I think that you should have an idea of what's going on, right? Something that might put you into some trouble, maybe. Rack?
You can see Mr. Light, like, visibly. Can you make an intimidation check?
Ooh.
Can I assist? Can I
It won't
use
help.
my wand of prestidigitation? Oh.
They rolled an 8. Mr. Light, like, looks worried. Mr. Witch goes, what happens in the Fae is not our concern.
Rack, but you kind of live here, right?
No,
I
we
mean-
live here, in the carnival.
Isn't the carnival a part of the Fae?
No, it's here.
But we need to go to there, Rack.
Well, I suggest you contact a very powerful wizard and have them send you.
Do you know
Rack.
any?
No.
Can I insight check that?
Sure. He does not know any very powerful wizards that you,
Oh.
as far as you could tell.
Who is this Hourglass Coven? You need to start talking about it, Rack.
I don't know anything about a coven, friend. I'm sorry. We brought you here as guests for pleasantries. You've been so good at the carnival, and now all of this digging.
Hey, you're getting kind of aggro, Rob.
Speaking of the carnival, do you know what's broken on the carousel, or should we ask the?
Shrugs, and he says,
Is there like a piece missing?
carousel. That's Diana's job.
Mm,
If it's broken again, it's because she's incapable of repairing it.
mm. Oh yeah, no, cause I still want to check out the mystery mine.
Oh, that's my favorite ride, says Mr. White.
Hmm.
Not if you're inexperienced with hallucinogens.
They keep saying that for some reason.
It's quite the ride, but I don't want to. I don't want to ruin it for you. Now,
The part half of it's probably about the surprise, right?
let's turn the conversation to someplace more pleasant. He looks at Mr. Light. Mr. Light goes, "Oh yes, what are the favorite attractions that you've seen so far?"
I like the thing where you try to catch a fairy dragon. Snail race was pretty cool.
Oh, surprisingly quick.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Rob almost threw up.
Rock! That was so fast. I imagined it was supposed to be something slow because they were snails. Where I'm from, they're very slow. Burk.
So the conversation sort of turns, unless you guys want to steer it another way, turns to more pleasantries.
Oh, she also wanted to ask if there was a way she could get more ticket punches so that she could continue to rot her teeth.
You'd have to talk to the ticket master. That's his job.
Is he still out when the carnival's closed?
He'll be seeing guests out, yeah, until it takes like an hour to get everybody out. So yes, he does have time. Yeah, you can make a persuasion check for me, Violet.
Violet needs like a separate punch card that's just for candy.
Yeah.
Ooh, good.
Hmm.
They sort of exchange like an odd glance, and Mr. Light goes, going
Can
to
I
be
inside the
honest. It was yeah, go for it. Like it was one of those like I don't know when you're really close to somebody and you can sort of like look at each other to ask a question and get an answer like in a like when you both know something and you're like you look at another person you're like is it okay to say this and we come to an agreement. That seems to be that moment that passed between them. Uh, Mr. Witch says, "I'm going to be honest with you, Miss Violet. Mr. Witch and I, or sorry, Mr. Light and I are not the original owners of the carnival. We won it in a card game, of all things."
Wow.
And he goes, "What we do and how we do it is always in the best interest of the carnival, because we don't want to lose it." So,
What kind of card game are you playing?
3 Dragon Ante.
The only one that exists.
Yep,
in
and
this world.
You know,
Mr. Light goes,
I would have been surprised if it was like Old Maid or something.
yeah, Mr. Lake. So, Miss Violet, if you would like, the best thing you could do for the carnival is to simply enjoy it to the fullest of your abilities. And Mr. Light like nods in agreement. Mr. Light goes, "Oh no, we weren't in the Feywild at all. We were in the Shadowfell." And Mr. Light like looks at his watch and clicks it close and goes, "And on that note,
Mr.
it's
Witch.
time for us to retire for the evening." And he looks at Thaco and Burley
Can-
and they begin to
can-
try to usher you away. Yeah.
Can I make a perception check for the face of the watch?
It's the 2 masks that I. Oh, you mean the timepiece itself? Sure.
Like the inside?
Yeah.
Because it might be all gobbledygook.
It's hard. I mean, even with an 18, it's dark. It's lit by weird colored lights. You're a little distance away. From getting a glance at it, it just looks like a very elaborate timepiece. Like, it looks like it has hour and minute hands and a second hand. You can see it's glass on the inside, so you can see all the tiny little intricate gears clicking away. And then it snaps closed and goes back into his pocket. And then yeah, Burley and Thaco begin to usher the two of you away, or the group of you.
Oh, I did mean to say though, that Thaco here made me the best balloon animal I've ever seen in my entire life.
Mr. Light nods. Yes, he's quite talented.
He really is. Okay,
You
that's
just
all.
hear
Bye.
Bubbles behind you, and you realize he's standing like right behind you. They usher everyone out, I guess, except Pippus, who would probably go to their wagon.
Mm-hmm.
They usher everybody else out for the evening and begin showing you toward the gates. The gates at this point are you can see the ticket master standing next to the gates with a heavy chain and a lock, and he's getting ready to close them. He seems to be waiting for the group of you. And as you are ushered out, he begins to close them and lock them, but you're welcome to speak with him if you want to.
Brack.
Nicholas, the ticket master, the little well-dressed goblin, looks up at you and goes, a candy. No, ma'am, not a candy pass. He looks over at Isla and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, Your Highness," and gives a big bow. Well, the witch-like monarch of
Behind
my
Petra.
presence. How lovely.
Does her best to become invisible without actually eating that cupcake.
No, we don't have a candy pass. Did you need an additional ticket? We can make a deal. He scratches his head and goes, or scratches his chin and goes, "I'll give you the ticket if roll a d8 for me." If you give a polite compliment to everyone that you meet. Good.
Does
He holds
it
out
have to be the first time or every time she meets them?
just whenever you meet a new person. We met earlier. My name is Nicholas. I had the box with the. He looks. There's nobody else here.
What?
He looks around confused.
Violet, are you okay? I think so.
He holds out his hand for you to shake it.
I mean, you're trading with him, so yes.
Shake his hand. You need to add that to your character sheet.
Is that like a permanent thing? Like even
Yep.
after?
Yay!
That is a thing that you are compelled to do whenever meeting a new person. You are
Oh, that's
compelled
gonna
to
be
pay them a compliment.
So funny when we have to fight someone. You're like, you're so good at this.
He goes back behind the ticket booth and gives you a fresh ticket.
Wow. That's all right.
Anyone else need a new ticket? He looks around and smiles.
I'm good.
How many punches do you get to make a day?
You get 10 on your
10
ticket total.
Oh wow. I only made like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Okay. He locks up the gate, waves goodnight. The group of you turn to begin heading down the road through like a winding forest. I assume you guys want to like talk as you walk.
Probably.
Okay. So you guys are sort of talking, planning out the next day, talking through the heist, and as you begin winding off into the forest, a heavy fog begins to roll in, like a mist, and suddenly each of you turn to the in the flow of the conversation, turn to say something to the next person and find yourselves alone, except for Alia and Petra, who came together. You realize that you are each on the road that you came up to get to the carnival, but for each of you, that is a different road. And that's what
Oh
we'll start
wow.
tonight.
Wait, where'd everybody
Okay,
go?
weird.
Ah,
Did Rod cast Fog Cloud again?
Maybe.
Maybe.
And that is where we'll stop for the night.
ah.
Coolest moments.
Hmm.
Thank you all, but I hate you.
Ah.
Yeah, the crown.
I liked whenever the mime got his voice back
And
and all the
the
color
chatterbox.
returned.
Aww.
Yeah, that was. I liked that.
I got tired of doing that.
Mhm.
Candlefoot gets
Pixie Village.
Like the
And hide and seek.
yeah,
voice
that's what I was gonna say.
back. The
That cookie, though.
I like
Dinner.
not when Violet murdered a dude, but afterwards when the hands just tossed his body into the water. Just like nothing to see here, folks.
Mm.
Ah, that was
Mhm.
not
This is-
sus at all.
It's fine.
Don't even have like a medical tent or anything.
Yeah.
no,
No.
Well, I mean,
mental
he's a
health
corpse.
is-
What are you gonna do? He's already dead.
Where's
Any other cool moments?
The dinner
Yeah.
with Mr. Light and Witch.
Mhm.
Especially now that we know that they won it in a card game. Like all the best
Yeah.
curses.
Mhm.
I don't know if this might qualify as a moment, but the phrase "only if you have previous experiments with hallucinogens" is wonderful.
They want a lemon. No.
Isn't like they were given a bad deal. I have a feeling that it's like Shadowfell, and then they're like, "Well, that's it, folks. Good night." It's like, oh, something smells here. I don't know what it is because I can't find out. We should have taken his watch.
Well,
No,
we can take his watch
will.
next
We're
time.
We're doing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Mhm.
next week for us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because-
Oh my god.
Oh my
No,
god.
no, you have 12 punches for candy. You need one for the Pixie Village.
Your magic teeth are gonna fall out.
Yeah, your magic fluoride is gonna get. It's gonna rub off your teeth.
We're gonna come back for a third day for no reason, and Violet's gonna need to get another ticket and have another random compelling thing happen.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Except it's complete opposite. It's like you must insult everybody that you meet.
Yeah,
You look
gotta
good
do both.
and smell
Gotta
terrible.
balance it out.
Well, no, and it comes out in the form of backhanded compliments. Like, you look very good for a halfling. Like,
Oh god. The shirt looks
Oh.
good on you. I could never make it work, but you.
I really like the way your hair covers your face. Cool. Anything else? Anything you guys wanna?
you know, less
like the
confident men
bugbear.
would have dressed nicer.
What do you guys think so far?
It's
very
oh, sorry, go ahead.
it's very mysterious.
It's a fun
What is
balance
happening?
of silly and what's the word whenever you're you foresee something happening, but you don't know what it's going to be.
Foreshadowing.
No, not that. It's
Foreboding?
Suspense.
suspense. Thank you. And foreboding also works. No, it's just like because it's like there's something hinky, and I can feel that there's gonna be a buildup happening. But look at this fun tea kettle.
Oh,
I really like how we can go about it the horrible way, like the Kinko did, and just be like, "No, we're just going to mess up everything and get their attention and just talk to Mr. Witch."
Oh yeah, no, that whole thing with the Kinku, like every time we were like, no, we're gonna do like a insult / growing thing, and he just kept dropping bombs back at us, like, you're being a child of a thief. Well, I'm 12. Ah, shit.
No.
Like,
No.
or your parents gonna raise
But
your
parents,
parents, they're dead.
How are you supposed to respond to that?
I know. It's like, oh shit.
Got us there.
Oh. Man, oh man.
It was like we came with rifles to a bomb fight.
Yeah.
We got roasted.
Hashtag roast. The first combat too, and it only didn't even last the full round.
Oh,
And you technically didn't have to fight it. Like you could have just let it leave.
I know. Well, I wanted to
be
catch it.
yeah, I was going to try to grapple it and then be like, "Where is he?
yeah.
Take you to your leader." And
Yeah,
then
oh
let
my
it bite me.
gosh. I wanted to do that too as Rob, but all of my rolls sucked.
I accidentally decided, she says.
I slipped and tripped and shot it with my expert arrow.
I mean, I don't know what y'all were doing. I was just eating cake.
I know, you're enjoying the cake.
It's good cake.
It's good cake.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
Petrus too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, double birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sometimes a man gets murdered on your birthday.
It wasn't a man, it was a weird
But
frog monster.
oh, frogman monster man.
Frog shaped, yeah.
He still has a
Is it shaped like a
birthday.
friend?
He's also man shaped a little bit.
Well, I'm glad you guys are having a good time.
Yeah, I was looking forward to this. I'm having fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird and different.
Hi, Trina.
Bye.
Later, Shreek.